Good evening, my friends. This is the Grimflayer. Hope you're doing very well tonight, and for the first time ever, I am bringing you some Gruul Midrange content, or is it Ponza content, you know? Some people might say, hey, we've only got 2 land destruction spells main deck, a third in the side. Is that really Ponza? Historically, at least, they played 8, maybe more. While others would say, no. This is still a red-green mid-rangey pile. It's still got a very strong mana denial plan. This is still Ponza. It's just how Ponza has evolved over the years. And hey, I'm no expert. I'm not going to come down on either side of that debate, so I propose that we just call it Blacklist Jund. What do you guys think about that? Anyway, whatever you want to call it, we are playing it today, and it is another Discord League, so you know how those work. This one is piloted and funded by a very cool fellow, James, aka Deathrite Confidant on the Discord, the proprietor of the fledgling website, thedarkconfidant.com, and also a very apt and able pilot, as we saw here today in this league. So when I do pass the intro portion over to the Discord portion of the video, you'll actually see the Grimquisition come together and kind of enter into conclave about how exactly to build our list. So I won't spend much time talking about that here. I do just want to point out a couple things that were kind of decided beforehand. That we won't be discussing in what you're about to see, but that do deviate from the norm and are therefore worth mentioning. So the kind of skeleton of the list, the structure of the list, comes to us from another Discord stalwart and one of the guys on the call, Juggernaut. And Juggernaut he's kind of the in-house expert about a few different archetypes. This is one of them. And one of the things he does that's a little different from the stock is he plays 22 lands. So obviously this deck lives and dies by its ability to go turn 1 accelerant into turn 2 3-drop. Hopefully a 3-drop that's too powerful for the opponent to beat, whether we're on the play pillaging their only land, whether we're locking them out with a moon effect, whether we are able to stick a Klothys against a grindy deck. It's just, you have so many powerful turn 2 plays, and playing more lands ensures that you're more likely to have 2 lands plus the accelerant that you need. You're more likely to continue curving out with your lands, and you are less likely to mulligan 0 or 1 landers, right? Of course, it does come at a cost. We have a slightly lower density of gasoline to draw off of the top, but, you know, with cards like Seasoned Pyromancer able to loot away excess lands, I think it's definitely at least worth testing. I definitely don't hate it at all, conceptually, and we did run it here today. The other thing that needs to be observed is this one of Wurmcoil Engine. So what Juggernaut would tell you about this is that he started playing it along with a one of Inferno Titan, which we're not running, as a meme. You know, they're cards that leverage his higher land count. They're fun one-ofs, if you will. But over time, the Wurmcoil Engine he began to regard as less of a meme and more of just like a really powerful spell that our deck can realistically cast. So we are running a Wurmcoil Engine at the top end as well. That's about all I will say about the list, because as I say, we did discuss some of the other nuances in the video you're about to see. Just another brief note on the Gruul archetype. Actually, the day before I'm recording this, I played Gruul for the first time ever in a few leagues. I had the rare opportunity, the rare freedom in my schedule to play a few leagues back-to-back. The Gruul leagues can go pretty quickly, and I just jammed 3 of them straight. Went 3-2, 4-1, 2-3. An okay record. I was 9-3 going into the final 3 rounds, and then my deck just totally fell apart. Mulling, left, right, and center, flooding, you know the drill. But prior to that, it was a really strong streak out of the gates, and this is my current list, so it just goes to show you how different Gruul can be. And as I say at the end of this video, I'll tell you my conclusion right here at the beginning. I think even though the deck's really strong and it's putting up a ton of results, and it's very playable in a variety of iterations, I think we're still looking at an unsolved archetype. So here's just another list for you to feast your eyes upon. And yeah, I do have to make a few shout outs, and please stick with me for those because they're pretty cool. I've got some really cool stuff to show you. I'll make it as quick as possible, and then it's time for our Discord League. So let's begin by thanking the new Patreon supporters, the new and the upgraded ones. We have Chris Dalrymple, a brand new confidant. Welcome to the fold, my friend. Thanks for your support. We also have DeMarcus, an upgrade from Inquisitor to confidant. Welcome to the fold. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate your support. And last but opposite of least, we have Vesperalbat, who has gone all the way from Inquisitor to Of the Veil. Very generous of you, my friend. Thank you very much for your support. And above all, we need to thank the pilot and the funder of this league. As I say, it is Deathrite Confidant, aka James. Thank you especially for this video, my friend. Well piloted. I appreciate you very, very much. And here is James's website, thedarkconfidant.com, a very easy website title to remember, and he did have to take a little bit of time off due to life circumstances from writing, but he's back on the writing train now. Gotta love the written word, and I personally can never get enough BGX content, so bookmark thedarkconfidant.com. Please make sure to check back and avail yourself of yet another great resource, thedarkconfidant.com. Speaking of the written word, I have to give a shout out to Patreon supporter and sometimes Discord call participant, although he was not on today, Tim Toronto, for his wonderful book, Ars Botanica. He was kind enough to send me a copy, and guys, I am not kidding you, I read it in one sitting. It is a smaller book, so it's not like, unheard of for somebody to do that, but I can't remember the last time I read a book in one sitting, cover to cover. Ars Botanica is that book, the first time I've done so in years. By far the best book I've ever read in 2020, so it is very literary, but there is one magic reference, possibly two, and they're not gratuitous. They actually fit really well with a gravely serious subject matter, but what Tim manages to do here is to weave some very hard-hitting stuff in with a narrative that keeps you from falling into the despair that he, as the narrator, sometimes is feeling. You are always within touching distance of levity, of humor, of the things that remind you about the good in life, again, despite the very serious nature of what goes on in this, kind of autobiographical work of literature. And, the magic reference is a touchstone. It's clearly a big factor in his life, so we can relate to that. And also, just broadly speaking, this book blew me away. So, guys, please do check this out if you can. I don't know what's up with the price on Amazon. I'm sure it's just one of those strange Amazon shenanigans that sometimes happen, but maybe keep your eyes open for this book when it's a little bit more normally priced. And yeah, I can recommend this unreservedly. It is amazing. Tim, you did a great thing here, my friend. Very well done. Final shout out before we get into the video, my friends. Thank you for your patience. I have been asked by Confidant tier Patreon supporter Wade97 to shout this podcast out this week in MTG, and it is your weekly source for all things Magic the Gathering. Magic is something that if you're anything like me, if you're watching this channel, you probably are. Sometimes it's just nice to hear people talk about Magic, frankly. It almost doesn't matter what the context is, whether it is necessarily directly relevant to your interests, Maybe you don't play the archetype they're talking about. Maybe you don't even play the format they're talking about. In other words, we can never get enough Magic content. Now, I have to be fully honest, I have been too busy to get into this, so this is a secondhand recommendation, but I have a long road trip coming up, and I do plan to dive into some This Week in MTG, listen to some podcasts, but I've been asked to shout them out, and therefore I will, and I also wanted to make sure I did the shout out while their giveaway is still going. At the time of the recording, there are just about 3 days left in this giveaway for a pair of Thoughtseizes. And by the time I get this video uploaded, it's going to be even shorter. So yeah, again, Wade97, on his behalf, I make this shout out, and I look forward to checking out This Week in MTG. Appreciate you sticking with me through those shoutouts and recommendations, my friends, and it occurs to me that I forgot to mention Chandra Awakened Inferno in the sideboard. This is a big haymaker, pretty much only against control decks. Against mid-range, in theory, you could bring it in, but I think in practice, most of the time we won't, because we have enough other things to do, right? This is another Juggernaut special, another card that becomes more viable due to the high land count, and Juggernaut's really high on the card, and James was in turn high on testing it for this league. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Let's jump right in. Like, you guys, with you at the helm, are just cruising through games, winning everything. And I was like, okay, you got me.
I'm glad to see you on it, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to be on it. It's really fun. I played those 3 leagues in 4 hours. I've never, like, even my prowess leagues went that
it's quick. Oh, this is my exact list.
Yep.
Awesome.
It's your exact list. I decided not to really screw with it. Just picked up the other stuff.
Cool. Sideboard's a little bit different.
Also, yeah, sideboard is a touch different. Also, apparently, because of the event yesterday, I have access to every card in Magic. So, like, if we want to change something, now is the time.
That is pretty cool.
I don't know. I think the list is beautiful. Whoever came up with it is a damn genius. That's what I think.
Of course you would.
Oh, no.
So
right.
just, we can run it as is, but since we're talking about it, I think based on some of our discussions, we've wondered a little bit about whether Veil of Summer is necessary. We've also wondered whether it's a good time to play Chokes and Boils. The most recent 5-0, I believe, had 2 of each and a Thrun the Last Troll, and I think that's a little much.
I'll be back in just a second.
Also, plug for Garruk Relentless, too.
One more thing to think about. This is, I think I'm in the minority here, but it's my opinion. I don't think that we need Anger of the Gods, just because we are like an Arbor Elf, Bonecrusher Giant, Magus of the Moon, Bloodbraid Elf deck, and the things that we're like the decks we're bringing Anger against were already kind of favored.
So, would you say cut the Angers and maybe go with a couple of Boils or Chokes? Like, that's...
I don't know.
I don't think we
realize
can...
that... Sorry.
I was just going to say, I found myself with almost too much to do anyway against the blue decks, but without the clearest possible plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Chokes and Boils are competing a little more with Veil than anything else.
Okay.
I can see playing without Anger, but I also... I don't know, we might want to reach for maybe Garruk, maybe like Abrade, some stuff that can flex into a couple different matchups if we're playing without Anger.
I think Abrade is pretty on point.
I like
Abrade.
So let's
we could run 2 how many Angers did we have? Only 2?
We have 2. So what we could also do...
2 Abrades, 2 Garruk.
Well, what I was going to say, and I'm going to be super controversial just with my GTA hot take last night. Let's cut Bloodbraid Elf. Let's cut Bloodbraid Elf.
Whoa.
For what?
What?
So, hear me out. I've played 4 leagues with this deck. I know I'm super experienced, right? But my point is when a lot of times when I cast a Bloodbraid Elf, I will go past my Chandras and Glorybringers, and I can only imagine I'll probably go past this Wurmcoil Engine once or twice. Stick it to the bottom, probably never see it again. Whereas if I had another different threat, I would have drawn it the next turn. Most likely, because I had no fetches and I had a Magus.
What if we cut?
I mean, that'll happen sometimes, but like,
I don't know.
That absolute value pile in the 3-drop.
What if
I
don't do a Klothys or a Seasoned Pyromancer.
That's just like random random variants. Like what if we clear the Pillage off the top to draw the Glorybringer next? Like that's just
That's
true.
That
seems
I don't know. What if we cut 1 and run like a questing beast or something?
We could run a Hazoret.
Yeah.
Nice.
These are some interesting alternatives, yeah.
Questing
I
beast.
think Bloodbraid Elf is like really what makes the deck go.
Yeah.
I also really like Bloodbraid Elf personally, but
Well, yeah.
But yeah, those cards are playable too.
I like cutting the Angers. Maybe we could throw a Questing Beast in the board because that's really good against blue-white, just pressuring their life total and their walkers. Haste.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also,
I just think Anger
so
leads
good
to...
against you too.
Yeah, Anger's really
just
good.
leads to some really weird plays where, like, if you don't have it in your opening hand against the decks you want it, you're like, okay, I'm going to develop my board presence, get the Maguses, Bloodbraid Elves down, Seasoned Pyromancers, and then you draw it,
And it's like...
you can never cast it.
Or you Bloodbraid into it, and then you already have this board, and you're just like, well, I guess I played 4 mana for a 3/2 with haste.
Yeah.
So... Alright, so we cut the Angers. We can for sure throw a Questing Beast in here.
Garruk.
I have never played with the card, but I would be so about seeing the Garruk.
I have played with it in Legacy. It's a phenomenal planeswalker.
Let's get
Yeah,
that boy
it
on the
is.
thumbnail, though.
Yeah, it is. There's the guy.
Yeah, he does end up on
No.
the thumbnail. Holy cow.
I'm gonna mute myself for a while, but I'll be watching.
I'm on 7.
Cool, sounds good. Yeah, now since we have Abrades in there, we also have the full 4 Pillage, or no, we only have 3, 2 main
Yeah,
deck, one side.
2 main,
Yeah,
one
I
side.
still wonder if we quite need the 3rd Cindervines, and to me, you can never have too much life gain, especially right now.
Yeah.
So what I want to then ask is Finks the life gain we want to play? And whether or not that's the case, do we want to play like a 5th life gain source, like maybe 1 Weather the Storm, 1 Dragon's Claw, 1 something else?
I like
I
Dragon's Claw a lot. That's not,
I could
that's not
be
awful.
about that, but I don't think it's over Finks. I think it'd be an addition to. I think Finks is such a... Like, I think Finks is the life game we want to play. I'd cut Baloth before Finks.
Cool. I'm down. I think we don't want to cut the Baloths, even though I agree with that, because we cut Veil. We got to have the anti-discard hate of some kind. So, yeah.
Because we need it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't saying I would cut either one, but, like, if it were between Finks or Baloth, I'd cut Baloth.
Hey,
Like, I would value Finks highly.
Yeah, completely agree.
What about, so you were mentioning Cindervines. Do you want to cut a single Cindervines for, I mean, we have decent amount of life
Yeah.
gain.
Could we cut we cut 1 Abrade before 1 Cindervines?
Good.
Yeah, that's not the worst idea.
Like, we deal with small creatures pretty damn well.
We have
think
bolts,
Cindervines
bone
is so,
crushers, yeah.
Yeah, I think Cindervines is so, like,
Okay.
multimodal that...
We could run, well, what is it? We could run
Is there a life linker we could use? Like a good...
red-green lifelinker.
Probably just green at that point.
Not that I
Not
can think
really.
of. Yeah, not that I can
Yeah.
think of.
Yeah.
I think it would be Weather or Claw, or just like a 3rd Finks maybe, but
What?
Or that 1 mana one that, like, they need to die to get the life gain.
Life Goes On? Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Let's
yeah.
run a primal command
It's an interesting
for
one.
the super
This,
spice.
this might be just completely... No, that's... Yeah, it's done. I was saying, at least you can play it out. It'd be kind of interesting, but... No.
Hmm.
See, I mean, honestly, if it were just me, I think I would fill it with just a 3rd relic.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Relic seems good.
Yeah, the 3rd Relic could be good. No
But I
doubt.
also don't necessarily disagree with the whole, like, I think right now life gain is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Let's
like
see, I don't know. We have 3 Klothys and 1 Wurmcoil Engine main board.
We have 2
Klothys
Finks and,
is-
and 2 Baloths sideboard. That's
Klothys
a
is
ton
only,
of
like,
life
decent
gain.
against Prowess.
Against
Yeah.
Prowess, I think Klothys is worse than Finks, but
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it's definitely, like, it's not like we board out in Prowess, but Klothys
No.
is only okay in Prowess. It's really good against Burn, but
yeah.
Prowess just has, like, that go over the top ability.
Let's see here.
And Weather the Storm is a really good card. I just really don't like being reactive in this deck.
yeah, I do agree for sure.
But, like, it might be good enough that it's okay to... I don't know.
Let's see.
I think as far as I'm concerned, it's looking ready to roll. The only other thing I would bring to the group is, do we want any kind of a split between Magus and Blood Moon? You know, I've been playing 3-1, 3 Magus, 1 Blood Moon, but I think anything between this 4-0 and like 2-2, I think all of it's viable. But
So
I
I always
do
said
like the
that if
split.
you're gonna, like, I don't know, I think you should. So in an open meta, like, unless your local game store or whatever just calls for one specifically, I think you should do the opposite of what most people are doing, because that, like, the games that we really want Blood Moon are Tron and Titan. Like, it's really good in other matchups, but we really want it in Tron and Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are going to sideboard for what the broad meta is doing. So right now the broad meta is doing Magus of the Moon, so they're sideboarding in, like, dismembers and stuff to deal with Magus of the Moon.
Okay.
Mm.
So we would.
So, like, I've been running Blood Moon instead of Magus.
So would I run 4 Blood Moons or a 2-2 split, or what? What do you guys think? Because I can
mean,
run
I've been running
these
Blood Moon, but
super
it's
sexy Blood
completely up to
Moons
you,
right
dude.
here.
Oh, those are some cool moons. Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
like I said, I think any split is viable.
Yeah.
I kind of like 2-2, but
I've
whatever.
been running 2-2. I've really enjoyed 2-2 because sometimes against Tron, you slam the Magus and you also have a clock. So not only have you disrupted them, you can just. I mean, it's a grizzly bear, sort of, but
Exactly.
but you're still doing something. So I like a 2-2 split.
You can get behind that.
Cool.
Love the classic Grimflayer hedge too.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. So looks good, everybody.
I like it,
Yes,
but
To me,
All
I
right.
made it.
Let's hop into our league. Got the right deck.
All right.
Just gonna double
Are
check.
you recording, Death Right?
I am recording. I've been
Awesome.
recording for majority of this discussion.
Oh, jeez.
Okay,
Two Blood
sweet.
Moon.
No one told me to stop cursing.
I'll just bleep you out, or just mute you entirely. That's fine.
Now I'm
The screen
seeing a
going
lot
little
of
wonky.
funkiness.
Yeah. Screen's going
Is it?
funky.
like the recording
Does it look
video
okay on the
thing.
recording?
Looks fine to me.
Oh, okay. Should be okay then.
Might just be
Just iterate clearly what's happening. Give us the play-by-play.
Does it have to do with? I think I ran into this when I was like first test running with this. Like if you are sharing your screen, either just the screen or an application. Does that have to do with what we're seeing? I
It
think
might
maybe
be-
if you when I shared the application, it did this.
okay.
I've only ever shared screen. I've never had that problem, but that doesn't
Okay,
like
let
lack
me.
of proof isn't proof.
So if you guys can't see my hand, it's 2 Sprawl, Bolt, Stomping Ground, Bloodbraid Elf, Seasoned Pyromancer, Pillage. So far-
Mulligan.
Yeah. New hand is Arbor Elf, or it's Bonecrusher, Forest, Arbor Elf, Torch, Klothys, Windswept Heath, Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, that's good.
What do I bottom? Opponent has kept 7.
I'm a visual man.
Yeah, can you try? Is it too
Yeah.
awkward to try to share your screen instead of the application?
Sure, I will
All right.
go ahead and try that.
We can edit out this after the fact. That's no problem. But
Screen 1.
I think we will need to see the screen to really be of use here.
There we go. That's better.
There it is. Beautiful.
Okay.
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 Really
Yeah,
good.
definitely keep.
For sure keep.
Yeah.
I'm considering bottoming the Bolt. We have Bonecrusher to deal with any small threats. It's also a threat in and of itself. If we get to the 3 and 4 mana, we can get to this. But if Arbor Elf dies, we still have 2 into 3. So that was my thoughts.
I
Totally
think
agree with that.
Probably either Boulder or Chandra. Probably leaning
Yeah, I'm into bottoming Bolt too.
Okay, so we're keeping, bottoming our Bolt,
dope.
off to the races. We are on the draw, which is unfortunate. Believe I mentioned that.
It's not like we're gonna lose. Come on.
So if I
Never.
draw, oh no.
Okay.
It's kind of a matchup we want though. We don't
Yeah,
have
well,
the thing we
7 though,
want.
so they're probably E-Tron.
Tron I think is much closer to 60-40 than Tron is.
Motorbug. Alright.
I mean, at least they're probably not dealing with this turn 3, like whatever 3 draw we want.
Yeah. If they go after our land, we can always bolt a Karn, I suppose.
So if they just go land pass.
Oh,
here,
it's Blutron. Ooh.
Okay.
it's a much better matchup for us.
I mean, nothing I can do about that.
That's why it doesn't really affect us.
Yeah. I swear if I draw Utopia Sprawl, I'm going to be a little upset.
So we're
Dang
we're
it!
slamming Klothys here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then next turn, if we don't draw land, we can play Chandra. If that sticks, then we're kind of cruising.
They do probably have some ways to deal with Klothys main deck, just bounce effects.
Yeah.
We should expect, but nevertheless, that's pretty much as good as it gets outside of our real hate pieces. Like Pillage in the Moons, right?
Pretty much. Awkward.
Okay, so no Chandra.
Well, if we draw a land, then we can still jam Chandra.
No.
Dang it.
So thoughts here to just hardcast Bonecrusher Giant as a threat?
I like that idea.
Yeah, I would.
Red.
That is rude.
Very.
Alrighty. Hopefully, his Bonecrusher and Klothys will carry us to victory.
And they are blue Tron, so I'm surprised they didn't just go Natty Tron off the opening hand.
Well, they're probably not doing much this turn.
Natty Tron, but can't cast.
Yes! Yes! I love it! I love to see it.
Classic E-Tron blunder.
Maybe they're filling up their graveyard for something.
For that,
Maybe.
Klothys, yeah.
For our Klothys, yeah. All right, come on, land off
Yes.
the top. Yeah.
Alright.
Never punished.
Repeal, I assume?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think it matters too much.
They
Make
could
red.
have snap. No, that's
Good artifact later.
sorry,
like
sorry,
probably
yeah,
hit
no.
that.
Yep. You're right. I was still in last turn's mindset. I got thrown off by the chalice check, the self-imposed chalice check.
Sure. Come on, discard a land,
Okay.
please. Please discard a land. Dang it.
But did they find a fourth land?
I mean, if we can draw a red source, Chandra is really good.
Oh yeah, Chandra's insane.
If he passed without land, just tell him in chat he probably shouldn't have played Chalice.
T-West. Alright. Come on, lands. There we... Oh, no!
Nope, my red source.
Should I work on the
It's all good.
artifacts, or should I hit the thirst?
Artifacts are locked out anyway. I don't think they have anything.
Yeah,
that
I'd hit the
interferes
thirst.
with but
Yeah.
First two. They might have something like Snapcaster, probably not though.
yeah.
Or
like,
Mystic Sanctuary, but probably not.
Even without Chandra, like our clock isn't nothing here.
No.
No,
We've got him on a...
Eddie, welcome to the stream.
Hey, thanks.
Taddy John Keyser.
Alright.
One of you walks up and hooks you right in the nuts like swordplay. TV's right, TV is.
Alright, so... They have Tron, but the question is, what do they do with it? What's the worst they could play?
Wurmcoil, probably.
Trinket Mage, eh?
Alright, so we're going for a 2-2 Ballista here?
Sure.
Or no, 3-3 Ballista. So you can kill Bonecrusher Giant.
If we draw a red source... think
yeah,
that's...
Glorybringer.
Wow, they didn't play it. Interesting.
Wait, what did they fetch? They did fetch a...
They fetched a Walking Ballista, but they didn't play it for some reason.
They
They...
have counter magic.
It's my first
Repeal,
guess.
maybe?
Blocks. Well, there's nothing else I can do, so guess we just keep going. Hopefully,
Yeah, I mean, if they
take him out
were
with this
banking on,
Klothys.
yeah, they were banking on like trying to cast a counter spell. It's probably pretty good for us. Just they took
Yeah.
that whole turn off.
Karn, perhaps? Oh, Mindslaver.
Slaver.
Okay.
Well, they
I'll
can't
have
do
to activate
much. Yeah. No, they can activate it.
Oh no, yeah, they have
Yeah.
one floating. There's no land in the graveyard they can hit, so they have to take 2 here.
Yeah, they have to. I almost want to throw this bolt and challenge check them, but I know that's silly. Alrighty. Now we watch our opponent.
Okay, so like the worst they can do is just run out all of our elves and lightning bolt into the chalice.
Yeah.
It's whatever. Klothys isn't a May.
It is not a May.
How do they get Mindslayer back that's not Academy Ruins? Do they have any way?
No, just Academy Ruins.
Okay.
So this is a 10 mana discard 4, I guess. And discard 4 of our worst cards, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's totally different.
Yeah.
Talk 4 damage.
Yeah.
Attacks?
Ooh, dang.
Darn.
It's tempting to say that Chalice has been pretty bad for them in multiple ways, but it did, to be fair, stop us from just curving out.
Yeah.
So I think we're definitely exiling the Mindslaver if we have the opportunity.
For sure.
So they played a Blast Zone, so they can't get
Is this another one? Oh,
might be
no.
a Wurmcoil.
This might be Ballista, too. Yeah, I think it's a Ballista. Ballista on 4.
So if it's a Wurmcoil, we do have quite a few outs.
Yeah.
I want a Ballista. It's not very good for them, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of
No.
want it to be a Ballista, just like a Dirtly do nothing when we have a Klothys.
Ballista
Cool.
for 3, sure. I'm just auto-yielding here, because nothing I can do, so...
Yep, we're not in Legacy anymore.
Much to
That
my
was like-
chagrin. Much to my
That's
chagrin.
like low-key my least favorite thing about Legacy is being forced not to auto-yield.
Oh, that's a good draw.
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we hit a Seasoned Pyromancer, or... Yeah, if we hit a Seasoned Pyromancer,
Yeah, we
we
gotta
can
go
attack
for
with
Or,
Klothys.
maybe a Stomp, too.
A Stomp would work. Alright,
Blood Moon,
come on, here we go.
Pillage.
Nope,
Oh.
Not that one.
not that one.
Cast it, right, to get it in the graveyard out of the deck.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have. You're right. Dang. My bad.
It shouldn't matter whatsoever.
Just gonna counter unless I pay 1. Yep.
So, yeah, I don't know. I was going to say it might be kind of weird, but like, if we didn't cast something there, we didn't give the option to Condescend and Scry, so they could draw into, like, I don't know. No, they can't even draw anything yet. They're at 2 life.
Yeah.
Do they have any
I
outs in
really
their
wanted
deck?
to try there.
Do I just attack with the Bonecrusher and force them to use the Ballista?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because then they're just pinging our face, or they die, don't they? Or no, it has to be a spell. Okay, sure.
Has to be a spell, yeah.
So they could find an Academy Ruins. That doesn't do it.
No.
So they would need like Academy Ruins and a draw spell. No, because then, yeah, Klothys, there's no lands to exile. Yeah, I think they're just dead.
I exiled the Mindslaver, so they can't even, like, Academy
Oh.
Ruins draw into it, so it's like...
Oh, sorry, it's kind of blurry on my screen. I thought that Expedition map was the...
No, you're good.
Also, like, if they put a land in the graveyard, we can
No,
Play
we just
our
kill
hand,
them
which
with
is good.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
kill
yeah,
them.
I just mean, like, if they have some way to make that Klothys not lethal.
Alright, so
Like,
probably Cindervines. Abrade seems good.
Pillage.
Relic is potentially good, but maybe not.
Chandra's disgusting.
Chandra's really good. Is Garruk Relentless good enough?
Nah.
No?
I don't think so, unfortunately.
I
I like everything else. Yeah, Relic I think can be the make weight here. If we need more slots coming out than in, we can
Okay.
use it. If not, I think we're pretty fine without it.
You can pretty freely
Think
cut the
about
bolt.
Questing Beast instead of Bolt.
I like that.
Yeah,
Like,
QB's
it's better against Chalice. It helps with the
Yep.
if they have any planeswalkers, like 4-mana Current or something. Ugin.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we cutting? So
True.
we're cutting the bolts. We can cut... Do you think
Honestly, our whole deck
Bonecrusher?
is pretty good.
Yeah, Bonecrusher is probably
Medium.
the most medium threat
Okay,
overall.
we need one more cut. So... I don't think the moon effects affect them as much as, like, a traditional Tron. So, like, maybe cutting 1 would be fine.
Not as much, but they are still good. Like,
No,
so
no,
if they
I don't
If they don't
disagree.
have a mana advantage, they're just a really, really bad control deck.
No, I
Yeah.
100%
They don't have
agree. I 100% agree. I
Yeah.
don't know if we need 4 moon effects, is my point.
I
Kind of
Yeah, I mean, I think trimming one's not unreasonable. I would almost rather trim like a Glorybringer or a Wurmcoil Engine. Like,
Seen that as well.
I was gonna say Glory B.
One Glory B? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so trimming... Whoops.
So I think Wurmcoil is pretty good because like I think their best threat against us is a Wurmcoil, and we can just have parity there.
that's true. We got to match him on that front. Okay, I like it.
So we good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
think you're the big mana deck.
Yeah.
How you like a Chandra or
Ooh. This hand's awful.
Not a big mana hand.
This does look like a big man hand, actually.
well, yeah, okay, two big mana.
Okay.
This is really good.
This is really good.
Yeah.
So do I bottom the mountain, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. So keep. Bottom of the mountain. Done. Turn 1 Sprawl, into turn 2 Klothys, into turn 3 Bloodbraid, hopefully.
Seems good to me.
Ooh.
That's also pretty good. So I think we turn 2 that.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, I don't know.
Do
We'll
I-
see.
do
If they
I
go- if
select-
they go-
So, question. Do I select
It's always
green
red.
here? Okay.
No, it's always red.
Always? Alright.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can just fetch a forest with the wooded. Never mind.
Yeah. You also have 2-cost red spells, but no 2-cost green spells. You don't have a Scooz, so
QB.
like you don't need a bunch of green mana.
QB. We have a 1-2.
Oh yeah, we do have a QB now. So if we think they have Condescend, what do we want to get countered most? I think we want
Probably
Blood
the
Moon to be
moon.
countered over
Yeah.
Klothys.
Klothys was MVP.
I think that's what we would play anyway. Yeah, we would
Yeah.
play Blood Moon here.
It would have been a good window to draw Cindervines.
Yeah, it would have been.
Like, we don't really care if they counter it. It's kind of good if they do, if they like either way, and then
Yeah. Agreed.
we pay for it. Yeah.
A lot of the 2-drops in this deck kind of fit that bill. You know, they let you play around. I guess is Condescend the modern version of Daze. We're playing around Daze that way.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, they let it resolve, so...
Yeah, now they just don't have a mana advantage this game.
If nobody
They're-
played Days, then it would be.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes you think they really don't have a counter spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even Remand, like they definitely go for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's now Bloodbraid. Let's get him dead.
Yeah, they're probably holding up Thirst. That would be my guess.
Makes sense.
Ooh.
Okay.
That is
We
a...
have soundbite for this one, don't we?
I think it's a...
I don't know what you're talking
In the
about.
Klothys.
Oh!
Oh wow, the discipline.
No
This is
for the
whatever.
Condescend. But we have
This is
another
they
one in
don't
hand.
respect Blood Moon. Is
do
that what
it.
they're saying to us, or they just drew it?
Probably
I
they
don't know.
just
Blood Moon
drew
doesn't
it.
like kill them. Klothys kills them. I don't know.
I mean, the
Your
graveyards
point
are
from the
empty.
sideboarding about them being bad control deck, I think, is totally accurate.
Yeah, like
Like when
mana
when Blood Moon's on.
yeah, like the mana advantage is what makes them. I'm not gonna say good, but
Can this...
better
Okay.
than they are right now.
I don't think we speak of the soundboard if you know YouTube is watching.
Speak of what?
Alright.
First rule of Fight Club.
That's right.
Oh man,
Well-
I actually just saw that movie for the first time like a few weeks ago.
Well, Grimflayer, I can always edit in some nice sound bites in for you if you want me to.
Oh, I'm sure you can. Why don't you do your thing and then I'll run it by, you know, the advisory board and we'll see what ends up on YouTube. Seems only fair.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
So
We're doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we can.
I think I like just slamming Klothys now.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, I just want to slam Klothys and put a clock on him.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we don't attack with the Bloodbraid, play Klothys, don't attack with Bloodbraid, because I'll just trade here. We can potentially turn Klothys on next turn. So...
That's a really good thought about that. Yeah, I mean, there's
only-
got to be at least some consideration to Pillage, but I like
Yeah.
this
One
too.
reason,
So the
one reason
consideration-
not to is like they could just play a Solemn Simulacrum like with all mountains, and then just get their island, and still be fine.
Yeah,
Solemn Simulacrum.
Like that is a card they play.
it is.
So I
Yeah.
do I not
Modern playable card.
do I not attack here? I assume no, because I would.
Yeah, you could
Actually,
hold
they
back.
have Dismember, so like if Klothys is animated, maybe
Ooh,
it's
that's a really
like
good point.
bad for us.
That's actually
So
a really
like
good
I don't know,
point.
maybe that's
Yeah,
a reason
I
to
would
attack.
I think
So-
attacking's fine, but it's really good to think in that other way about
Turning it on.
maximizing Klothys.
Okay.
So the way we get punished for not playing Pillage, because like we don't want them to resolve a Wurmcoil. So I think the way we get punished for not playing Pillage is they untap and counter a Pillage if we go for it on the land.
Sure.
Yes.
But I still like playing Klothys there.
Like in the last game, if they're spending their turn to counter, like to trade 1-for-1 with us
Yeah.
when we
Yeah,
have Klothys out and stuff, that's
we just
pretty
draw a
good
red
for us.
source.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straw land here.
We
No,
it's a
I'll do
castable
it.
as well.
We can Pillage
It
and
sure
use
is.
Cindervines.
Yeah.
Probably lead on Cindervines to bait out a counterspell.
I agree.
Yeah. Or if they're disciplined, we get to tax them.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, Cindervines also just answers Wurmcoils
Wurmcoil.
on the battlefield.
Sure.
There's-
I am 100% okay with that.
Resolves.
See, what we should have done is we should have named White with Utopia Sprawl, and then run Mana Tithe, and Mana Tithe their Wurmcoil.
Right now you can Pillage an island.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to pillage the island.
Oh,
Yeah, I felt like that was the target.
Yep.
And
I was
if,
just saying, like, not on as opposed to other things, but like now you can do it freely.
and if we draw, like, Chandra, big Chandra, we can just exile the island and play it still. So which is
Their
nice.
ways to remove Blood Moon are
Limited.
just like repealing it, you know. So like if they didn't have the other island, you know, maybe Blood Moon's still safe. So like maybe Tron is still safe for us.
So what do I exile here? Thirst?
What's in the graveyard?
Land, Thirst, Trinket, Treasure, Power Plant.
I don't think it matters at all. Probably just
First,
thirst.
Okay.
Yeah,
if they
unless, like, they're playing
are
Podcasters
playing
or
something weird, yeah.
So, I assume I play this mountain and just use Seasoned Pyromancer as a divination?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Divination with a body.
So Klothys will be online, I think.
Yes.
Just to keep in mind, I think
We can-
like, we clearly go for it.
Right. We can't really shut her off either, which is slightly
Yeah, if they don't
annoying.
have it, then you know it's just great for us. Extra damage, all that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or we
I'll
just have a backup.
Klothys. That's
That's
good
fine.
too.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Dude, Magic's so easy.
Come on, dismember.
Oh, they have it? No. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's just this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On what?
On
Klothys
on our
probably. Oh,
Klothys. Right?
Get taxed by the Cindervines. Get taxed.
I mean, I'm okay
That's
with that.
true.
Can't we just replay it and be back where
Yeah.
we were?
Yep.
I'm confused.
draw
And-
card.
They drew a card save for
Yeah,
me.
that too.
Sure.
It's like their 10-mana Mindslaver from last game.
Oh, that's right. They draw a card off of repeal. I
Yeah.
forgot
I mean,
that.
they're just trying to last to get a Wurmcoil down.
Yeah.
We also could have had a non-Klothys gas in hand, too, that we would then no longer get to play. But, yeah, underwhelming no matter how you slice it.
I think that's just their deck.
You know, you said it, not me. I'm a Utron respecter. If you're a Utron player watching, don't listen. Your deck is great.
Please play more of it. All the time.
Yes. When we are on Ponza, we'd love to see you.
I actually respect Blue Tron far more than I respect normal Tron. So
Really?
I respect it. That doesn't mean anything else.
Crazy talk.
I mean, it is a deck that definitely, you know, it's got space to brew. It's got some interesting lines.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
I get where you're coming from.
It's not as clear cut or formulaic as Mono Green Tron.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if they play a Wurmcoil, we attack They block. We fog the life gain. They probably take 4 down to 8.
I mean, we can probably, if they play Wurmcoil, we can probably just kill it right away and just swing in with the Klothys.
That's fair.
Like, they don't have any good blocks.
Destructible is a good ability.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's a really good ability indeed. I'm just gonna F6 here. As our opponent tanks.
Is everything from your side
Good
taken
call.
down?
Good call. Good call.
Alright. Big Chandra. That'd be amazing. Not
That's
not
also great.
it's also
That's not bad
good.
at all.
I wonder if we want to be using the Cindervines like after they declare blocks or not gaining life.
That's what I was thinking.
Well,
Hmm.
I kind of like using it beforehand and just making a block with the worm tokens. So just like clearing out the battlefield as much as we can.
Also,
Well,
the
we can see
33
what we
is
hit with Bloodbraid and then decide, but these are both good considerations.
actually. Let me play the lane first.
Yep, good call.
All right. Get it out of the deck, I suppose.
Lousy tunes, welcome. I think there's a little echo from your side, though.
So I think the consensus is we blow up the Wurmcoil. Also, the 3/3 trades with the Bloodbraid versus not trading with the Bloodbraid.
Yeah, I think I'll like... Well, okay, so... Hold on. So if we blow it up in response to blocks, they go to block the Klothys, we get in for 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
Yeah.
If we blow it up right now, we're not getting in for as much damage, but we are clearing out the battlefield.
Yes.
So if we blow it up right now, we can't really attack with the Seasoned Pyromancer, but we can attack with the Indestructible 4/5 and the 3/2.
Correct. But if we don't blow it up, then they can block this. We fog the life gain. They take 5. They're down to 5.
Mm-hmm. But then they still have the worms out.
Well,
I think I like
actually, we attack. Oh no, we only have 3 mana. Dang it! I thought maybe we attack, blow it up, and then replay this Klothys to give it a pseudo vigilance. But we only have 3 mana, so.
Oh, I don't want to replay. I want to kind of keep this in hand in case I have a dismember.
Fair. So.
Yeah, I think I like blowing it up right now and just trying to clear out the battlefield as much as possible.
Okay. You get your worms. We attack these. Do they block?
But they
You know, that sense of helplessness you get when staring down a Wurmcoil on BGX, it's conspicuously absent here. Okay.
and like they,
absent the that fear of facing down a Klothys or a Blood Moon or a Tron land. There's just nothing to worry about.
It's all just kind of okay.
Everything
they
is
between
okay.
oh, Tron, and going, oh, cool, Tron.
Oh, Tron, nice.
But
Just looked like a game
what
of
do we even
limited.
do against combo, you know?
That is true. This is probably the
Oh.
first.
Yeah, I don't know what Blue Tron does against
Perfectly
combo.
timed.
Alright, cool. And barring like a second Wurmcoil here, I think we're kind of chilling.
Yeah.
Yep.
They do have a lot of ways to find Wurmcoil though.
They do.
What's their usual top end like?
Wurmcoils,
Ugin.
Ugins, Karns,
Ring Titan.
Sundering Titan, which they
Thundering
can't.
Titan, that's a good call.
I'm not
Which
ever seeing Iron
I kind of hope they play a Sundering Titan because then they lose blue.
Right, yeah. Sometimes it's Platinum Angel. Oh, yeah.
Platinum
Oh.
Angel, that's another one.
I was going to say, it'd be really funny if we had the Thunder and Titan effect, because then we could, destroy their mountain.
Oh yeah. That's our next brew is blue red big mana.
That's right. That's when we embrace the full big mana.
Yep.
Cool, that was dope.
If that's all you need, opponent or do an opponent, I'm okay.
Glorybringer.
Dang it.
That's like almost a Glorybringer. If you add Utopia Sprawl mana and then click
Yeah.
on the spell, it'll like automatically do it. It's really annoying.
So I just hit for 3, I assume.
Get him.
Keep the beatdowns going. And hey, if our Seasoned Pyromancer dies, we can make tokens.
Times for top end, they have weird stuff like Platinum Angel, which would be really interesting for us. Like we have like plenty of answers to that.
Yeah.
Definitely be interesting. I kind of want to see a Platinum Angel. I don't know if I've ever seen that from Blutron.
Got an island.
I mean, if there's a card that you want to see, like probably Blutron's playing it, and it's probably not that good.
Wow. Just so much hate.
Respect.
We are the Blood Moon deck.
We are the
Turn
Blood
9, they're
Moon.
playing first for knowledge.
Who said modern games were fast? This is turn 9.
Yeah, I'm already bored. Falling asleep here. Come on. Why aren't you dead yet?
Yeah, they discarded Power Plant.
Remand. Okay. So they are dead on board.
They are
don't have
indeed.
anything.
I'm gonna exile the Wurmcoil Engine.
It's really pretty smart. Probably find time to mention. No, you can just attack. I'm just not gonna change anything. If they have like Karn the Great Creator, like sometimes you want to like be mindful what you're exiling, cause they can like tutor that with the ability.
That's
Got
fair.
him.
Very good.
Got
point.
him. All right.
Got him. Got him good.
On to round
Easy.
2, gentlemen.
Yes, well done.
Ugh.
And Blacklist Jun takes another one.
Alright, after all that shade, let's not go 1 and 4.
Don't
That would be less-
don't curse
less
me
of
like
an
that.
Play against Blutron, they were not punished.
It's awesome.
Yeah, his hand's pretty good. I mean,
Repair's not the best,
no, it's not the best, but we can.
but no, it's this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, turn 2 Bonecrusher or Pillage on the play is pretty dope.
Yeah.
One of those was a Utopia Sprawl. Ooh.
That'd be something.
That would be something. Oh, BGX.
Oh, no.
BGX. Why have you
Player, take a step
betrayed
back.
me?
So sad.
Yeah.
I can't watch.
Grim Flayer
I have
has
to turn
left
off
the chat.
Suddenly, a bead of sweat has formed on my forehead.
Or viewers, just skip ahead to the time stamp.
Yeah.
Skip
Skip ahead.
This
I
is
have
the
interacted-
NSFW part of the video.
Wow.
I have interacted with our opponent before, Pear Noble. I believe I reviewed a 5-0 list in video form of his, and I think he then showed up in the comments and we talked a bit. And
Okay.
let me look up his list because I think it was something really spicy, probably a year ago now. But it's something made me want to like really add it to the historical record.
So do I just pillage their land and then
Oh, yeah.
pillage them
Absolutely.
like tomorrow next turn? I mean,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like what Ponza wants to do. Just really, like, restrict their plays until we can get a big idiot down.
all right. I'm surprised they didn't take the first pillage. They must have a land heavy hand.
No one expects the second pillage.
That's true. It's like the
No one
Spanish
expects the
Inquisition.
Grimquisition.
That's right.
Well, no one expects the Grimquisition to be playing Ponza.
Oh no.
It's not Ponza, it's Blacklist Jun. It's,
Yeah, I mean, we're
Another
cool.
card.
Don't do it. This man has a family.
So the question is, so real question: do I jam the pillage or do I jam the Klothys?
Klothys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting, but
Pillage
yeah.
is like kind of just dunking on him, but like, they never
They're-
did Klothys.
Yeah, like also if we can hit like a dual land, it's probably gonna be better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly, like I don't think they're that weak to Blood Moon.
No.
I like
Other
Klothys too, but it is worth noting there's no bad play there, where it's just like
Well,
that's
yes,
just where
well,
it's at with this
Grim
matchup
Flayer-
sometimes.
Grimflayer's
Unless you wanted to go Arbor Elf, go.
Yeah, that's a bad play.
So get rid of their green mana so they can't compete over to Klothys.
Oh, and we get to bolt the Skoos. Nice.
Whoa, okay.
Oh.
So exile their Blooming Marsh, make a red,
Yeah.
hit their Skoos, pillage their green source.
Yeah, I like it.
Yikes.
I like hitting
Yeah,
green
so-
too.
Paranoble's 5-0 that I looked at, it was 11 months ago, and he was on 2 Plague Engineer main deck and also a main deck Courser of Krufix, which kind of got me into testing that card. So our opponent is awesome, and I feel bad right now. But that was really cool.
Deserve it.
How do you say his name? Pernoble?
Paranoble, I suppose.
Green source, I assume?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't ask Grim how to.
Yeah, you're asking the wrong guy.
Good play. Good.
I've played the most. I've played Rock the most of any modern deck. I'm sorry.
Bob, why have you betrayed me?
Bob will take him out.
Alright, Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
just called it.
Victory! Victory!
I seriously whitelisted league indeed.
I'm just gonna pat myself on the back there real quick. Thank you.
Yeah, man, that was the called shot of the night.
Drawing.
That was insane.
On the thumbnail for the video,
Got
I
some
want you to
F's
just,
in
like,
the chat.
what's up?
Let's get some F's in the chat for poor old Bob.
Yeah, F in chat.
On the thumbnail for League, I want you to put some basketball player just like swishing a shot.
Yeah, Bob's standing under the net and he's crying.
I mean, Confidant's in my name, so, you know. I think I exile the Bob here.
I would probably go. I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
think it really matters, but...
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like one of Unearthed isn't unheard of in.
So,
Yeah, or the Luris stuff
oh
in the
man,
main.
such a pro. Look at that.
Alright.
Yeah, so what Mr. Mirabito was referring there, if people don't know.
Ooh,
Oh no!
have your-
No, I missed the attack! No!
I'll
man.
take Ren in 6. I'll take Ren in 6.
Jeez, death rate.
GG.
Right after I just called you a pro.
Yeah.
I was listening. I wasn't
No.
paying attention. Sure.
Unbeatable.
That's fine.
I think we'll be okay.
I think we'll be okay.
Oh,
boy. Alright, so
Which is
Hold on.
I'm thinking about this. That's why I'm...
So exile a land, and
Yeah.
then you can use. Or no, you have to use both.
No, I
Arbor
don't.
Elves. Wait, no,
'cause
yeah, you just
Chandra.
use one Arbor Elf, attack Lily off the field with an elf, and then attack them with the.
Actually,
Glorybringer.
I don't even have to do that. I can plus Chandra for mana, use 3 lands in
Yeah.
Chandra mana, and then I can hit Liliana for 1, and then them for 9.
Okay,
And 11
Yeah.
with Klothys.
you're right.
Chandra mana,
Dude, Magic is so easy.
Yeah.
Glorybringer. Move to attack.
I've had a hard game of my life.
before the least likely slaughter pact ever.
Oh my god, I would be so sad.
Yeah, I think that for them, like,
Nice.
That slaughter pack, you got it, man.
You know it's going bad when even the Mimi slaughter pact like isn't gonna save you.
Yep. All right. So what do we? So I think moons are pretty bad. Because they appear to be on rock, so they're not affected that much by moon. Baloths are good. Finks are annoying, but not awesome.
So honestly, you could cut all land, like all just everything that messes with their land, and just be a mid-range deck that has a higher top end.
Yeah, and to that end, cards like Garruk, Relic, these are all very playable.
You definitely want Relic, because like the way that BGX beats Ponza is by getting them under the heels of an early Tarmogoyf.
Yep.
So we can cut 4 cards here. So what
I
are the?
don't really like Chandra here.
You don't like
I
Chandra?
think Chandra's just a little bit too expensive.
Okay. Should we trim a Glorybringer or Wurmcoil?
Glorbringer's
Not
really good.
Wurmcoil.
No, I'd leave
Yeah,
those.
No, it
Yeah,
can't
don't
be
ever
that,
do Wurmcoil.
unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, you
I would
mentioned that
just
Chandra
try-
was too expensive. That's why I brought up Wurmcoil.
Well, just for what
Yeah,
it
that's
does.
fair.
Yeah.
Like if you had another Wurmcoil, I wouldn't have suggested it.
Okay.
You could cut one Arbor Elf. You could cut your Kitchen Finks. You could cut a.
Do we
yeah,
want?
your
Do
deck's
we
so
want
good.
Finks?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think we want Finks at all.
Yeah,
I don't know
we
how
can-
our opponent beats us.
I mean, you have to get under the heels of an early Tarmogoyf. That's about it. Honest, or no, they showed us. They did show us.
We answered the Tarmogoyf, honestly. I don't know.
Do I want to
Yeah.
trim a bolt, perhaps?
Yeah, I like trimming a bolt. It's just like a low impact card, and sometimes it's dead against a bunch of Tarmogoyfs. So
Is one Kitchen
It is,
Finks
but
better
they-
than one Arbor Elf? They also
They
showed us
are
Death
on
Ray
top.
Shaman. Or
dude,
Death Ray
if
Shaman.
they showed us, dude, if they had Deathrite Shaman, I'd be really
Showed
excited.
it. The guy
Oh.
messed me up.
I'd be so I would stop the stream, build their deck, and restream with that deck.
Yeah.
They know something
so-
we don't.
How
Right?
do you
I'm
guys
just
feel
gonna
about?
I'm going to toss in a vote for actually playing that bolt over either the 4th Arbor Elf or maybe something from like the 4-drop slot. On the draw, I don't want to fall behind, do a Bob or even a Scuzon play. We might need multiple removal spells in the first like 3 turns.
All right, well let's trim an elf.
By that.
Sure.
Seven accelerants is fine. They also have a lot of removal, so I like trimming the elf. Yeah, I think this is good.
Yeah, I think
Same.
we look really, really well suited to beat a BG
To
deck.
get our mana right. That's the main thing.
Yep,
And then like all these cards are just so excellent.
Yep.
we just got to get there. That's mainly what it is.
What kind of spice are we worried about from them?
Slaughter Pact.
Slaughter Pact.
I mean, Extinction Event does kind of get us.
That's true.
Extinction Event's a real card.
Shout out. Yes.
The glamour
We
for
never
our
beat that
Wurmcoil
card.
Engine and Arbor
And it's
Elf.
really good.
This hand is pretty good. We can't cast the Seasoned Pyromancer, which is the big sad, but
No.
that's
But I'm telling you, like,
fine.
keeping Tarmogoyfs in check is just such a big game in this matchup.
Yeah. We can also
Yeah.
redraw if we really need to. So I like this. I'll keep it.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
enough for sure.
I really do think,
So
like,
if they have
the way
the
they beat
discard,
us.
If they have the discard, then we're, again,
just
a little
wondering
sad.
what they take.
Probably
Oh,
have to take
Oh,
oh,
they do. They are on Luris. Okay. So,
okay.
So it's
Oh,
probably Relic.
jeez. Double
Big
bobble.
brain keeping the bolts in.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Also, before we get too far away from sideboarding, let's not forget that we're on a 22 land deck, and therefore in some matches can consider trimming a land. I think it's way more of a free roll against blue-based, like blue-white Path to Exile control decks than it is
Yeah.
here, but sometimes, including potentially right now, we could also trim one.
That's fair.
It's worth considering, like, you know, how many of our 4-drops from and whatnot from the sideboard did we bring in? Like, how many of our 1-drops have we cut?
Yep.
So, yeah, depending on what our curve looks like after we're making all those choices, you know, maybe it makes sense to cut a land, or maybe it doesn't.
Exactly.
That means they're probably on a Bob hand, right? If they took Bolt.
Yeah. Or a Luris hand.
I mean,
Are
I
they?
don't know. Yeah.
Good draw.
Yep.
They knew what we were drawing, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, yeah.
Do I just tap the relic now, or do I wait?
Doesn't
Yeah,
really
like, you
matter,
might want to target your own thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, probably is still there. Like, you want to get these baubles out of there.
Or they could just play a third one. That's fair, too. Target
So
themselves.
if they do go Tarmogoyf, like, on our turn 3, Relic plus Bonecrusher kills it.
Yep. Tarmogoyf is a 4/5 right now. Artifact, instant, land, sorcery.
Adventure Zone safe from discard. Whitelist confirmed. Oh, okay.
Alright. Probably take the Bonecrusher here. That's my first guess. Yep.
Yeah.
Tarmogoyf's a 5/6.
Ooh, they're stuck on one lander.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was suspicious of that with the way they sequenced their turn 1. Like they didn't do the whole bobble scry trick. They just
Right,
immediately
yeah.
sacked Verdant Catacombs for which told me that it was their only way to cast the turn 1 discard that they wanted to cast.
Yeah.
Pretty rough for them.
Yeah, it's rough.
I mean, yeah, they should hit it though with all the bobbling and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, opponent.
Nice.
Also, given how many baubles they've already used and given our hand, I think it was not unreasonable to crack Relic there.
Oh!
Red Mob.
Ayo, look out.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
That's all life. Let's go.
Questing Beast is pretty good against that.
Yeah.
Do we crack here?
I think.
Yeah.
I don't.
So try to find that
Maybe.
second red.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
Okay.
And that's what I was just saying, is even last turn we could have done that looking for specifically Elf or
Red.
Sprawl, but obviously
One land.
didn't have it anyway, didn't matter.
Dang
All
it.
right.
Cool.
Oh, you know, it's nice to hit the lands.
I mean, we're just
Yep.
doming him with Questing Beast after this.
Yep.
Doming them with Bear Blossom. They had to go to.
We don't
they
need
had
to
to go
clock
to
this if they
12.
just play one for us.
Yeah. Oh.
Exactly.
Go to 9. Go to 10.
Okay, down goes
Yeah, they just
QB.
dealt 11 damage to themselves already.
Yeah.
Hexy.
Pixie boy. Yeah, we have not touched their life total.
Yeah. Are they playing Death Shadow? Because that would be hilarious.
Bloodbraid Elf into Klothys.
Let's go.
Into close.
Oh.
Hexy?
Hexy.
Yeah,
Love
Hexy
it.
goes down.
Got Hexy.
Yep.
Honestly, we could have kind of
Like, just killed them?
right?
I don't know. I think.
This
I think
lets us
that's
attack.
pretty
I
greedy.
feel like this helps us against like what their actual good draws.
Yeah,
deal.
that would be really greedy.
So I want a red source here, for sure.
What do you mean?
Just a thought process. just a potential.
Balling, you know, just
Yeah.
freewheeling off the top.
Yeah. A whatever, you know.
Yeah.
The turn clock. Like, what are they gonna do?
That's how it starts. Somebody saying, "What are they gonna do?"
How it starts is like a guy talking about like I never lose to this death.
Yep.
I always beat them.
Always. Oh, that is an ambitious attack.
That is very ambitious.
I had
Gotta respect the opponent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gotta respect
courage.
it. Love it.
Ah, dang.
Okay.
Alright.
So now we just sit back.
Yeah, we just sit here.
What is our
Also,
basic?
they just die bleeding out across the table.
What's that, Grim?
What's our basic count here? How many of each are we on?
8 forests, 3 mountains.
Okay, got it.
Ooh.
There he is.
Oh, dude, somebody said it. This is how it starts.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
I think they're thinking about like they should have gone for the bauble before going to combat in case we have the bolt.
Do we just take this so they can't attack with Laris next turn?
Yeah, I think
In
so.
life? That means we win to
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, any bolt off the top?
Yeah, but any red source off the top. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. But yeah, no, well, we get to kill Laris. It'd be really good.
No, we would
Right.
kill Luris
I
and
mean,
then
we kill them too.
yeah.
They've got flying blockers.
Right, they have flying blockers.
Oh, yeah,
like, we
yeah.
make dirt on the Luris, and then
So they targeted me with the bobble. Oh yeah!
Good nut draw. He did
yep,
it.
Luris.
Oh.
The mountain nut draw.
You know, you like to see it.
You do like
He doesn't even need to see it though because he's playing
Ooh,
the
do we-
BGX, so he knows
do
that
we
we're always
attack
drawing the best possible.
That's true.
Well,
Do we attack
Exert
with
on the
Luris?
Luris.
so if we exert on the Luris,
Probably
they have to
probably
double
have
block.
to block
They
it.
can't. They have to block one.
Yeah, and we kill the
on
Luris.
bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
just
don't
on
think
Luris, sure.
Bloodbraid doing that much on defense right now.
No.
Sweet,
Right.
sweet. Is there any cool ways to untap Glorybringer?
So I used to play this like super meme deck with combat or what was it? Was it Cruel Celebrant?
Combat
Combat
celebrant.
Celebrant
Yeah,
and
Combat
always
Celebrant.
watching.
Combat Celebrant and Kiki Jiki.
Oh no.
Oh man. That's
We're like-
that's
Much much
memes.
Like you tap to make a copy of Combat Celebrant. You attack with both, exert both. It untaps everything, including Kiki Jiki. And then like with the untap on the stack, you make another copy, and yeah, it was awesome. You just like have infinite combat steps.
So they can gain 1-2 life.
I mean, they're putting up a heck of a fight. You gotta
Yeah,
respect
there. Oh. Oh.
Never mind.
So I just slam a
Once again,
Wurmcoil.
there's no bad play.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
just.
do we just play the
Do it-
dragon just to kill the scavenging game?
That's what I was thinking too.
Just click
Yeah.
wildly on the screen and you're gonna win the game.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, play whatever you want to play.
That's fair.
Do whatever you want to do.
Okay, no trophy and no heartless act.
True. Faded it.
Sure.
Oh no, they only have 2 green mana.
Yeah, we had 2. That's why I was able to do it. Next turn, he untaps, exerts. They have to block here. They'll make another one. They'll have to block the other one, untap. Yeah, I think we're so far ahead, it's ridiculous.
Honestly, I think it may have been just more polite to play the Wurmcoil Engine. Because now it's like, dude, if I can just draw a Maelstrom Pulse.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Maelstrom Pulse kind of gets us here.
They can have a little Maelstrom Pulse as a treat.
I mean,
Sure.
even then, they did something special to get around the Bitter Blossom killing them.
Sack Glorybringer. No, I'm kidding.
Honestly, there's like a not 0 consideration to sacking the Exerted Glorybringer.
Yeah, like, because then we can kill them with a bolt. I think. I know.
No, we can still kill him with a bolt.
Yeah, that would kill them.
I mean, we're untapping and playing a Wurmcoil Engine. Like, it's
Yeah.
whatever.
That kills them too.
Does it?
Yeah, I think we should kill
Oh
them.
yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
It does. It
I
does
think,
kill
I think
them.
that's the play now.
Yeah,
Why does
kill a fairy, exert on a
Yeah,
fairy,
yeah,
hit them for
yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have never negative Chandra on a token before. So we got the 2-0, 4-0. Let's go for the 5-0, 10-0.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Alrighty.
Never win another game.
You know what? You can just stop with all of this negativity.
Just because we said it.
I'm having so much fun right now.
No, the Gruul, like Ponza is a pretty fun deck.
I'm having so much fun right now.
Albeit we went up against 2 really good matchups.
Also, like, how fast have these matches been, too?
Yeah, it's been.
Exactly.
Feels good, man.
That was 25 minutes. That was 36 minutes. So.
We might have the first sub-3-hour Discord league. We'll see, though.
All right.
I don't know, Grim. Your audience might be upset. They're used to 3.5 hours.
We might have to get our Grim Tidings after this.
I love this.
Bonus Grim Tidings.
I love this.
Yeah.
We're on the play. We're on the
Repeat
play.
Different Arbor Elf art.
Oh.
I don't know. I think I'm flexing on enough people playing these Blood Moons, which I don't think are technically in, like, you can get from vendors right now. So like.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Because like, the only reason why I have them is because of that Legacy event. Oh, it's the mirror. Aww, big sad. Or it's just Jund with a Stomping Ground.
Alright, so the mirror usually goes to who can draw the most pillages.
Ooh.
Oh, we were gonna have a turn 2 Chandra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yeah, fetch a Forest, Utopia Sprawl, and one of them Arbor Elf.
Is
like
it for
definitely being on the play, I think, advantages us.
Well, yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Do we
Because of
get a
No,
Stomping
get a
Ground?
Stomping Ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be something. Yeah.
Enchant
Yep, there it
Forest.
is.
Enchant their Forest. Just for
yeah,
the
now we
memes.
play around Mana Tithe.
Oh,
Got him.
got him. Or days.
Negation.
That days that you return a mountain. Choose red.
Well, again, just 2 Simian Spirit Guys and a Manamorphose. You just hardcast at days.
Oh, there we go. Got him.
Yeah, you do lose to double Mana Tithe, though. And then...
Yeah, we're
Pretty
playing
bad.
a little loose here, honestly, guys.
So if we draw a land, we can pillage plus Blood Moon.
Yeah, I think this is the Blacklist gen mirror.
So we have 6 mana. We can pillage the Stomping Ground, or we can pillage the forest. Blood Moon.
Wait,
Seal 'em off.
no, just Chandra. You could Chandra uptick for mana and pillage.
Or I could Chandra down tick
I like
and kill
getting
the
the Chandra down.
Scoos. I could Chandra
Yeah.
down tick, kill the Scoos.
You do
So
that.
Chandra, I kind of like killing the.
The Scoos?
No, I kind of like killing the Stomping Ground. Like Chandra uptick for mana, kill the Stomping Ground. Because Scoos isn't going to do like a whole lot right now. You can still kill it with Chandra next turn. I just like putting them back on mana.
So Scoos
Like if we can maintain a
become-
mana advantage, I think
Yeah,
we're
that's
doing
fair.
real well.
Mana. Stomping Ground. So now we're bluffing Bolt and Veil of Summer, which is exactly what we want to be doing.
So they can eat one thing.
One thing, put Chandra to 2. Yeah, they're going after Chandra. That makes sense.
So
I think
shock
I
that in.
shock.
Shock that in and uptick Chandra.
Yeah, shock, uptick Chandra.
Wormfather?
I hope not.
Oh, hang on. Can we do that with the? We can't use
No.
Arbor ability, can we?
No.
No.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
not do that right now.
Anything
We
but that.
also
Let's not see it. Next turn. Next turn.
Yep. Exactly.
Glorybringer would be great. Garruk would be
Yeah.
great. QB would be great. Like, there's a ton of things that would be amazing.
It would be sweet
Yeah,
if cards from our
Garrett's probably great
sideboard ended
next.
up in our main.
Yeah, after sideboard. Right?
Oh.
He's probably good in that matchup.
All right,
do
this
then
is
you
this
can-
game 1, right? Obviously.
Man, like we're kind of on game 2 though, so.
I think Glorybringer or Bloodbraid Elf would be our best. If our opponent would, let us resolve this, that'd be great.
True.
What did you say, Grimflare, in that video? Oh.
Ooh, to discard the dead
That's
blood.
what I was gonna say. That's a good one
Yeah.
too.
Love to see it.
good one. And now we can even if we have
Yeah,
4
Bloodbraid
mana if we drop
Elf.
Bloodbraid Elf, yeah.
Yeah, Bloodbraid would be amazing here. We actually have 5 mana. Oh no, we have 4, you're right. 4 mana. Bloodbraid.
This would be good.
Bloodbraid, Bolt. Bolt's not bad. Oh, we get to
Dope.
just play our Blood Moon anyway if we want to.
Yeah, and we can kill this thing too. Nice. Really good.
Very
I
nice.
honestly kind of like Blood Moon.
We've demoralized them so much they forget to fetch.
Well, there's a chance it could choke him up on mana. I don't know.
Also, I just want to flex. Oh wow, I was right. Nice.
I don't think they would have fetched for a force anyway.
No.
Like
Yeah, that could have just been like, okay, I'll save a life.
Yeah.
But
Exiting.
all right.
All right. That's fine. We
He's
still
doing
have
stuff.
access to 6 mana, so anything off the
yeah,
top
I
here.
think we'll be all right.
Darn.
So I think
Yep.
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 Top Chandra. Sure.
More
Yeah.
damage this way.
we can still play out the Magus.
Mm-hmm.
Get him.
I never beat the second Blood Moon.
Lightning bolt into Grey Ogre. Your move, OP.
Hey, that's really good in limited, guys.
You're not wrong, okay. Chandra already. Cool.
Blood Moon beat Blood Moon.
I don't know. I think our Blood Moons beat all opponents' Blood Moons. Just saying.
Oh no! What are we gonna do against?
No! What do we do? Guys, it's over!
What does your deck even do against Ponza? That's what I want to know.
That's what I wanna
Oh.
Uptick Chandra just in case you hit a Blood Moon off of that. Or Bloodbraid Elf.
Hit the
Well, it's
Bloodbraid
also
Elf.
good if you hit a Blood Moon because you clear it out of the way for the Bloodbraid Elf.
Oh, that's true.
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 That's the Gigabrain.
Yep.
That's right. You know it.
The only bad thing to hit is a Wurmcoil Engine still. Can he please let us untap?
I will say Wurmcoil is like kind of the mirror breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet.
Indeed.
Pretty good.
Glorybringer would be pretty bad too.
I think we're
Never scared.
Nah.
I think we're just kind of shut here. Whatever.
Just deal 2 damage. I don't think we
No,
care.
no, no. Well, you can
If you
enchant the
want-
forest.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we can enchant
Still
the
do all the
forest.
stuff.
That's fair.
So, is it still red?
Yeah, we don't have any 2-cost green stuff.
Not in the main.
Sure.
Oh! Oh,
Jeez.
so good!
Oh, man.
Yes!
Gross.
I'm sorry, Bloodbraid. I never doubted you.
Tell me.
At least we didn't do that to the rock player.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you definitely want that pillage.
Yeah, we definitely want the pillage.
You can shave a Utopia Sprawl in the mirror. I kind of like that.
Shave a Utopia Sprawl. Do we just want to go big with like Chandra's, QBs, and Garruk?
You don't want to go big. They're bringing all their pillages as well.
Okay.
So, QB is pretty good. Garruk is honest. I don't know.
Garruk seems kind of nice, to be completely
Yeah, I'm
honest.
kind of liking the idea of him for sure.
At least on the play.
Yeah,
Cindervines kills their Utopia Sprawls.
that's true. That's a consideration. They don't do anything out of the yard except Spyro, so Relic isn't that good.
Yeah. That's
Life
whatever.
gain is medium. Abrade just as an additional removal if we want it, but eh.
I think we're okay here. I'd probably just cut the 3rd Cindervines and call it a day.
Okay.
Are we interested in Finks over Cindervines just as another way to win the Ground Wars?
More board presence.
Yeah.
I think killing their mana is like where we want to be.
That's
I do too
well,
with Pillage for sure, but is it realistic to beat their Sprawl openers when we're on the draw with a Cindervines?
That's
I'm
true.
less concerned about like the Sprawl openers and more concerned about them just like having a Sprawl on turn 3 or 4 where they can just like
Yeah,
go to
I
their
mean,
Glorybringer.
It can be live in the mid game, I agree. I just wonder if it's like kind of borderline. Maybe on the draw it makes more sense to take a more defensive posture with Finks, but I'm not like strong about that. I'm just throwing that out there. I think I could sign off.
I'm just like, I'm a little like worried about like if they have like a creature and we draw a Cindervines and then we're like, oh, here's a Cindervines, and you know what I mean? Like just being behind on board like that.
Yeah. I do like the higher board presence a lot. That's definitely a consideration.
I think it is Cindervines. I can definitely get behind Finks though. Like I'm not pushing for it super strong.
Yeah. Now the other thing is we are siding out a Utopia Sprawl.
Right.
So if that's common practice, they're doing the same thing. That makes Cindervines a little bit worse too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with the Finks. Just to bigger board. Also, this is just really annoying. Finks is, in my opinion, really annoying to play against when you're a mid-range deck.
Yeah, it sure is.
If we think about like what we did to them in game 1, if they had a Finks, that would have been really like pretty
Really
bad for
annoying.
us.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they just like, and they kept hitting land drops, so like it seemed like they were gonna maybe get out of it if we weren't
Ooh.
as fast.
Ooh, I like this hand.
That hand's dope. In my experience, like this matchup pretty much just goes to who gets turn 2 Pillage.
That's fair.
Like you can't mull for
Yeah,
it,
for
but
sure. Yep.
like
Makes sense. That's
The
how
other thing I was a little. The other thing I was a little concerned about is that we had 14 3-drops. I think we should have 22 3-drops. That's a little bit bad, I think. But,
Yeah, I think we just have one too many lands, and then
yeah, I think
a
so.
few 3-drops.
you said
not
earlier, we're fan loose.
And we don't have enough Lava Claw reaches either.
I think that'd be a great addition to the deck.
Claw reaches.
Make sure you play
can
your
make-
Windswept Heath, not the Wooded Foothills, so you can match them.
All right.
So
you
you
get
activate
full,
Ren and
full
Fix.
Spider-Man pointing at the other Spider-Man.
Am I talking to me?
Choose red.
Tell him cool opener, bro.
Cool opener.
Where's the stomp?
Oh, that's the Pillage. Don't do that.
Yeah, please don't pillage me, kind sir.
Will be stud.
Holding my breath. What's it gonna be?
I'm haha, Pillage. Get wrecked!
Oh no.
Fetch, shock, pillage.
Okay.
Oh, no Pillage! Yay!
Oh,
Oh no!
No! Oh, that is a really good opener.
No!
That is really good.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank
pretty
God.
good,
It's good.
It's not a pillage.
So I can either Finks or Spyro. I'm leaning towards Spyro, but what would I pitch?
I'm leaning towards Spyro, probably pitching Bloodbraid Elf and Glorybringer. Maybe okay, I don't know. We're really far from Wurmcoil Engine. It's a crazy mirror breaker, but if we think they have a pillage anywhere in their deck and we're stuck on like 3 lands,
You want to pitch something that Klothys can use to get us as well? They're just Klothys fodder.
I mean, we're gonna outrace Klothys. They have 3 cards in their hand. Like our hand, I think is gonna outrace this Klothys.
Wurmcoil beats Klothys 100% of the time, so that is something to consider.
The only thing is,
Glorybringer. So I feel like we should pitch either QB and Finks or Bloodbraid and Finks. I'm leaning more towards.
We have to get rid of the Glorybringer at least. Like we don't want to have too expensive of a hand right now.
True.
Yeah, I kind of like keeping the QB over Bloodbraid just because like they don't really have anything to block it that's not Glorybringer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we
Get
pitch
bolted.
Kitchen Finks and Bloodbraid Elf.
Kitchen. What do you think, Grim?
Yeah.
I see arguments. I'll also put this out there just to be contrarian. Playing Finks is the perhaps highest upside line, because if we naturally draw the 4th land, we might not need to do a suboptimal Spyro. But higher risk, 100%. I'm definitely down to Spyro and Dig. If we do Spyro, I think all the points raised have been good. I don't have a strong feeling on who to pitch.
Playing Spyro also could guarantee our 4th land drop for one of the 4 drop we decide keeping to keep.
Exactly.
So,
like if our top deck sequence is perfect, Finks would be
the better play. But I don't.
I'm fine with a Spyro though.
I like Spyro pitching Finks and Bloodbraid. I think.
Okay.
That's still kind of playing for a high upside because we're keeping all like their big stuff in hand against the pillage deck.
Like at least this way, by casting the Spyro, if they have the pillage that we were so afraid of last turn, and we're less likely to whiff on a land after that, I feel like that would be just the easiest path to losing the game if we are stuck on one mana.
Finks for sure, and then Bloodbraid. Is there any arguments against Bloodbraid, against pitching Bloodbraid?
Maybe just Glorybringer because it costs more, and we just want to guarantee playing a 4-drop next turn. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I'm leaning a little bit towards Glorybringer, but Glorybringer's clock is so good. Alternatively, we could pitch the Glorybringer and hope to Bloodbraid into a pillage and take them off mana. But that's medium.
I can buy that. I can get behind pitching the Glorybringer.
Same.
Because our top end, the top end is Wurmcoil, so I think we should just pitch Glorybringer.
Yeah, like we're keeping a low curve, which is pretty safe, while also having a high upside in Bloodbraid Elf.
Okay,
great.
Now, if we're able to,
at least this way, if they pillage us, we at least have some board presence here.
True.
Seasoned Pyro and 2 tokens.
And if they play Glorybringer, we have a word presence as well.
Yep.
And maybe the bolt can remove one of those too.
Sure.
Now, if they just so if we have the option, do we go? I guess it depends on what they play. Something in QB or Bloodbraid Elf next turn.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking BBE. So this is Glorybringer.
Glory be to the hot.
Oh my goodness! Wow!
Yes.
That is
okay.
Battlefield.
All right, let's get our Wurmcoil Engine down.
At least our opponent has good taste.
Ooh. Do we just want to? Well, okay. So if we pillage them, they could potentially have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana still. I think we missed the window where just our cast villager is good.
Teddy, you are pretty garbly, my friend, at least for me.
Yeah, Teddy, you're really garbly.
Can't make you out, buddy.
Yeah.
Probably my mic.
Yep, I can hear you now.
All right.
Yep, you were good just there before you muted.
Yeah. Try again, Teddy.
Gotcha.
Do you have any insight, Teddy?
I find this creature terrifying.
Yes.
Yeah, I think getting the Wurmcoil down ASAP is probably the move.
Yeah, I mean, if we QB, they can't really attack.
So
They can't really block the QB. Yeah, let's go QB and attack with the questing beast.
I think it's
Did they
not
block?
bad. Like, they already have a decent amount of mana anyway, if they were thinking about pillaging them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've missed the window where a pillage is good because like they could potentially
Yeah.
have 5 mana if they make a land drop next turn,
Also,
even through the pillage.
so here's another thing we could think about. If we Bloodbraid into an Arbor Elf, we can Wurmcoil next turn. That would not be the worst, but I think that's too risky, and I do like QB a little better.
Yeah,
but
QB
it is
has
something to
death
thinking about. So.
Like last turn, we got really rewarded. I felt like for using all of our mana. Like,
yeah.
Again, if we get pillaged, then like we might really regret not going for just like the most high impact expensive card in our hand.
That's fair.
That we can cast.
Also, QB and Gargaroth are like the same card, just from different sets, like with the different.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Reading a novel.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can freely attack with QB.
Yeah, I would love it if they blocked. That'd be amazing.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. There's no way.
Please block, opponent.
This is an epic face-off.
I mean, also, like, if we just draw a second bolt, Gargaroth dies.
That's true.
This is a pretty interesting game, though.
This is not an easy win like our last ones were. God, I love QB. When I first saw your video on QB, Grim, I fell in love with the card.
Yeah, man, the card is cool. It really is.
But mostly, I skipped reading it because I didn't have a cup of coffee and it was early in the morning.
That is fair.
Ooh.
They still can't attack. I guess they can attack with just the Klothys. Oh, we get to kill this Elder Gargaroth?
Whoa, okay.
That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
5,
they're
6,
getting the value. You know, I understand. But
They
we get to kill the Elder Gargaroth.
Chump Klothys.
Chump block the Klothys, and then Klothys turns off.
Yeah.
The next turn we can just get in with the Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah. So he makes a 3/3.
See what these tokens look like.
Yeah, I thought they were the.
Boo.
I figured they would be just the Thragtusk tokens.
Disappointing.
Is there Is there? So they didn't. Oh no, they'll block the QB with the beast. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're really excited about this.
Yeah. The attack with the Elder Gargaroth is something.
Okay. I think that's an example of why QB is better. That's just me though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
they paid 1 more mana. They got a beast. We got 4 damage.
Oh, I'm sorry, they did make the beast. Never mind. I was gonna say maybe they were like, okay, we've got a bolt in hand. If we draw another one, they could double bolt or something, or a stomp. But they didn't draw, so scratch all that. They brought in
It's really
Baloth.
cool how it turned from a creature to like not a creature back to a creature, and it still had the damage marked on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we can Arbor Elf and Pillage here, which isn't super exciting, but it guarantees a next turn Wurmcoil Engine, which I think is really good. Or we could just spin the wheel with part.
Arbor Elf will get pinged.
Arbor Elf will get pinged. Yeah.
Yeah, and then even then they can still pillage. Like we can't be guaranteed of that.
So just Bloodbraid here.
I think so.
I'd love to hit a bolt here. Okay, well our fates are decided. Actually, I'm okay with this Arbor Elf getting pinged because then we can just bolt the Wren if we want to and turn off Klothys.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. So next turn's be kind of rough, but we can. Yeah. But this gets turned off. We can play Arbor Elf.
Yeah. This is. I think we're in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, they're doing a lot.
Yeah, that's what we needed to fade like this entire game.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if we were able to get.
I think that was a
Wurmcoil down.
Beetlejuice situation. I just said pillage too many times.
Yeah, this was a turn they needed to. Like we needed for them to not have a good turn here.
Oh boy. We're in a bit of trouble, boys.
Alright, so if we draw a channel and a green source.
That'd be pretty good.
We would die to Klothys?
Oh yeah, that's not even good.
Thanks, a bummer.
I don't think we can win here.
Yeah. So
the best that we can do is cast Spyro, pitching Pillage and probably Bolt or Wurmcoil, one of the two. Or Arbor
I would say
Elf.
play on we have Kitchen Finks in our decks.
Yeah.
We have ways to keep alive and maybe try and I don't know. We're asking for a lot here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are.
We're about 5%, but yeah, I think Spyro pitching. It's got to be Arbor Elf we pitch though, right?
Arbor Elf and Bolt or Arbor Elf and Pillage? I think Pillage.
I think Arbor Elf and Pillage. They have a lot of mana.
Yeah, I agree.
Please let us untap our forest.
Like we pillaged one of their Utopia Sprawl lands. They still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana.
Yeah.
They've got that run too if they're buying it all back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If we draw an untapped red source, we could kill the beast with a bolt. And yeah, they're not really do much else. Not that that beast is doing much of anything, to be completely honest.
So, given their like siding in of Gargaroth and Baloths, or maybe main decking the Gargaroth for all we know, plus the inclusion of Ren, does this at all make us want to reevaluate our pillages? I realize that they're still like the highest upside play we could make in some ways, but just pointing that out there for Game 3.
I don't think so. I think on the play, having pillage access to pillage is just way too good to pass up.
I can definitely accept that. Just something to think about.
So I can shock in a Stomping Ground and bolt something. Is that worth it? I don't think so.
I don't think so. So the quickest we can resolve a Wurmcoil
is...
Next turn we have 5 mana, so we need 2 turns.
No, next turn if we draw Utopia Sprawl, we can work on all the Wurmcoil.
Okay, yeah, we can draw Utopia Sprawl. Ugh. I don't know. I very heavily
By the way, guys, if you think we should concede at any point, I am a fighter, so I will just never concede unless someone else tells me to.
Yeah, no, I agree heavily with the sentiment that like you should approach every game as if it's winnable.
Trade Spyros here? I think so.
Yeah, like you don't want to take the 2 damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
just gonna trade Spyros.
I would block with the elemental token because they can just get the Spyro back this turn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I like your not conceding attitude, and like like you've been playing reasonably fast, so it's you wouldn't have to concede for that reason.
Ugh, that's good.
I think now we might be able to concede.
Yeah, I think with this,
contrary to all that stuff.
I want to see our draw step real quick.
Yeah.
Every game is winnable. Not anymore.
If you could like just ever cast this Wurmcoil next turn, that would be definitely something. So.
Yeah, that's a concession from me.
All right, fair. I mean, unfair. That was BS.
So
here we go. There's the salt. We gotta get some salt in the bag right now.
All
I
the
think
salt.
Now on the play, Utopia Sprawl gets a lot better.
Yep.
But is it better than anything else in the deck? I don't know.
Or just run the 61 card special.
Ooh.
I don't want to do that.
You too, bro. Like you don't want to get that kind of hit.
So
maybe
trim a bolt because we're on the play. Maybe.
No, I think bolting down. Like I think the
down
game
an
is
Arbor
usually
Elf.
decided in the first 3 turns.
Yeah.
Like who can kill the Arbor Elf, get ahead on mana, kill the Pillage the Utopia Sprawl land.
Maybe then trim a Finks. We could also
That's kind of what I was thinking.
or take out Garruk or a 4-drop.
I'm thinking about trimming a Finks.
All right. That was my first thought. I wasn't sure. Anything else that we can think of? Baloths are good, but not amazing. In my opinion, he did play
Agreed.
them, and it was very good. I just don't know if they're worth it.
Yeah, I think I like where we're at here.
Okay.
Given their composition that they showed us, do you think there's a chance they're on Anger as well? They have a lot of stuff that survives it. Just something to think about as we develop our board and make our plays. But
I mean, this hand does not lose to Anger by any means.
not at all. Yeah.
And he's good.
Yeah.
So if they turn to pillage us, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, but
True.
we're
it's
kind
not
of going
like
the
Mario
high.
rode that.
Yeah, we're going the high risk, high reward place.
No. Let's just draw pillage.
Yeah, drawing a pillage.
Pillage them. Yeah.
Oh,
that is so good
no
for us.
turn
Holy
1
cow.
accelerate. Nice.
That is.
Hey!
Pillage. Don't do it.
I know. My
That
goodness,
was more,
guys.
honestly, that was more for YouTube's benefit. I'm sorry.
So did I just play
Dude,
a
you with
stomping
these
ground?
freaking shot calls.
Yeah, true. This is uncanny.
I actually just rigged Moto, but like I also had to lose. We have to lose a couple games. Oh dang it! I just admitted it. No, I'm kidding. Tap stomping ground, I assume.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Now next turn, if they like Utopia Sprawl something up.
I pillage that immediately.
Yeah.
Yep.
Without question. I would love it if they went Arbor Elf Utopia Sprawl, but then that would make me question their attitude of why didn't you play one of those turn 1?
I mean, they could have just been trying to play around. Okay, just chill.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we just get to kill the
QB. Oh, that's
Yeah. Oh,
QB.
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 Wow.
What a card. What a
What a
card.
guy.
I think I would shock in a stomping ground. Okay, yeah, we drew it anyway. Just because, like, if they untap and pillage us.
Yeah.
QB. Man.
What a guy.
It's been a while.
QB on the thumbnail.
Mean
Whoa,
QB.
attack them or no. Yeah, because QB does everything in the world. We'd also
Yeah,
yeah.
he also gives you back massages and a free continental breakfast.
Was that
My favorite part about QB.
line of his text?
He does have a lot of heads. Like, he make use out of them.
No pillage.
So you got okay.
Oh.
I am
Okay.
super
what is
okay.
it,
Stomp
Reaper
and
one?
bolt.
Like, I guess.
Oh.
It's so good though.
So good.
We're playing.
Yeah, it's gonna
Okay,
have for one.
so
We just Glorybringer, right? Just get the
I
beats.
think so. Thoughts to pillage?
Pillage is now live again.
We
Okay,
could
so
go for the really high upside play and play
the
Bloodbraid.
worst thing they could do
Yeah.
is pillage us. I think like the worst thing for them or for us is if they pillaged us.
So here.
So
with,
assuming that they can do that, if we Glorybringer this turn, we can Bloodbraid Elf next turn through a pillage. Yeah,
yeah,
Glorybringer.
that's what I was thinking. Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
do
that's a
this
very
really
good point.
quick.
Yeah, I don't know. I think them not having a turn 1 play like really kind of rocketed us into the.
Yeah, I think that's what won us the
yeah.
game. Yeah.
I
Also,
like the promo Glorybringer. Maybe I
Huh?
should get that. That's a cheap
Yeah.
one, right?
yeah, that's the cheaper
Very.
one.
It's like 20 cents. Yeah, and to be fair, we also ripped the pillage off the top our first draw step, so even if they had a turn 1 play, we had it covered.
I'm okay
Pretty
with
good
this.
for them.
Not really, because we just kill it with the Bloodbraid. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to have kept it, but it's not backbreaking by any means.
Yeah, it's one of the only things they have that can 1-for-1 a 4 toughness thing, though.
Yeah, Glorybringer can't kill Glorybringer.
Bolt off this would be fine. Alright. It's not awful.
No.
Just kill the Chandra and be done with it.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of funny how Glorybringer can't deal damage to dragons, and like Chandra Awakened Inferno can't deal damage to elementals. You have like 2 instances of that kind of stuff in like the same matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I misplayed with Glorybringer doing that, like, my second game ever with this deck in the lobby. It was against Sprite Dragon.
Oh, yeah!
Every Ponza player's done that once.
Yeah, everybody watch out for that one, though. That's this deck's version of, like, the trying to bolt a Tarmogoyf.
Yep. Do I just get a forest here? Since I got plenty of red.
I mean, you can just get a Stomping Ground tapped.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, like, we're not playing. Like, there are no moons in these decks anymore.
Yeah. I mean, just go for the high upside.
Yep.
Be great to...
It's okay. It's whatever.
Yeah. Red.
Now, do you want to just go ahead and pillage here?
Yeah.
Okay. They have done a really good job at answering our things so far.
They have. I don't think it matters.
No.
Take out a dual land, I suppose.
I think Glorybringer would be bad, and Elder Garruk Relentless would be bad for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the... Oof.
The floor
That
of
would
their
be rough.
turn is Bonecrusher Giant. That's the floor.
And even if they have gargles, like, you know, we just kill them with any 1 damage.
Yeah.
Well, 3.
Oh.
Right, yeah.
Alright, well, a bolt or something.
Yeah, we
Or
still have
stomp.
a...
Well, Gargoyles can gain life when he blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could respond to the trigger.
Okay.
Ooh.
They have the objectively worse art, but okay.
That doesn't do anything. Yeah, no,
I like the Shards of Alara.
You're right.
I'm a Steve Argyle kind of guy. He did Deathrite Shaman and Liliana the Veil, so that's just my bias talking.
Oh, Damien Siege of Stone.
Alright. Garruk
Easy
off
bolts.
top.
Easy bolts.
Ah!
Oof.
Alright, I mean, if we start breaking off, that's how it's gonna shift.
I think I just attack with both, even though we
Yeah,
trade.
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Glorybringer would have done it. Chandra would have done it.
No, we are top decking really live. I mean, if we can resolve our Wurmcoil Engine,
Is there any argument to keep the Wooded Foothills in hand to try and bluff something for them to like a bolter or something like that?
Yeah, I'm keeping it in hand.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I'm with you, Deathrite. I like our Bloodbraid Elf art, but they're all pretty cool.
I just like Steve Argyle. He's one of my favorite artists, so
Yeah.
personal preference. Ooh, that's good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Well, Glorybringer does it. Chandra does it.
well, Glorybringer doesn't do it anymore.
No,
Yeah, he does.
Oh, now it does.
Now it does. Yeah.
Ooh, now
Yeah, it's
Bolt
never
does
Now
it.
Bolt does it.
This man's never had a scavenging use in his entire life.
Ah, come on!
Turning on the Klothys. Alright.
Oh.
They might have us. They might have
We were in a
us.
very commanding position. We had that Glorybringer out. That Chandra was backbreaking.
Yeah, I
it
didn't
was.
realize how backbreaking it would be.
Wurmcoil. Off the top.
No!
Wait, now you need to say it.
Dang.
Yeah, I just pass.
Yeah. Jeez.
Wow.
This is what was happening to me a lot yesterday. This exact type of thing.
Yeah. Just like not getting the one off the top.
Oh, we're dead. We're just straight dead.
7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Yep,
We're
we
straight
are dead. I want them to see it, though.
Yeah.
What a
Dang.
swinging few turns, man.
Jeez,
No
yeah.
kidding.
Yep, you
Yeah.
got us. Well, good
Okay.
game, opponents. Good game.
Is-
Not getting that 5-0, but let's go for the 4-1. Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause real quick. I'll be right back.
Cool.
You know, I guys, I used to be 4-1, 3-2 every league. Now it's
Now these
past
days,
couple months. I don't know. These days, so this keeps happening.
just
I think it's like 3 hours long.
Yeah, I do. I really like the that Bloodbraid Elf art. I mean, the Shards of Alara one's really cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's that Commander set or whatever it is. I'm not sure exactly the set it comes from. I don't know. All the Bloodbraid Elf arts are great.
They genuinely are. For me, it's the coloring of the Steve Argyle one.
Mm. Oh, indeed. That's definitely how we felt that last stream.
I meant to go for the
dead.
Ponza one, but
Oh, yeah.
I didn't name it obviously enough, so I punted.
So I
Bloodbraid
think
Elf. Any
I'm not gonna.
Klothys? I hate this deck. I hate this deck.
Oh man, I'm like one of those radio stations. I just keep like overplaying the hits.
Man, they're earworms, dude. They get into your mind, you know. Like you go upstairs and like something happens, something messes up, and you're not playing Magic.
Talking
You just
about,
think in your mind,
we're gonna lose.
So we're gonna lose. Second Veil of Summer.
So I'm not gonna say that it was Deathright's fault we lost last game.
Whoa! Whoa!
Is if he had called Wurmcoil off the top, I think we would have gotten it. If he had used his power to call for the Wurmcoil,
Well,
I think we would have.
guys, we have to lose at least one, so Moda doesn't know that I'm cheating. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, the comments are gonna like I'll be like, oh, whitelisted confirmed.
May as well lose from here.
Oh, this hand is.
Guy, basically, you're saying that if he wanted to win, we would have won, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
I don't know if Fjords are gonna live that one down.
So
Sorry.
It's not the fjord, dude.
So this hand is super upside, but like catastrophic downside. Because we
I'm
can
into keeping.
turn
Keeping is
3.
interesting.
Turn
Yeah,
3.
it's a turn 3 Glorybringer.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Turn 1 Arbor Elf, turn 2 Arbor Elf, Arbor Elf. Let's get it.
All right, we're on the play, so that helps.
Do we want to like fetch to thin? Are we worried about that, or not so much?
I
Well,
don't think it matters.
yeah, I don't think it super matters. I swear, if we're up against Burn, I'm gonna be super sad.
Yeah, that'd be a little tough.
Called it.
Wow.
Wow.
Man's special.
I'm telling you, if he had asked the Wurmcoil, we would have gotten the Wurmcoil.
Okay, Utopia Sprawl. Okay, well.
Okay.
Not too bad. Going up the board.
Do I just do another Arbor Elf here, I assume?
Yeah, I think so.
Honestly, I was expecting the Dark Ritual into turn 1 Plague Engineer. Just me personally. Name Elf.
Alright, fair enough.
Respectable.
Fair
So now we
enough.
kind of have to... Like, now we want to pitch the Glorybringer, probably. Ooh, I don't know.
Pitch the 2 lands, try to get lucky?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Pitch the 2 lands.
I'm about it. I do think with this configuration, we have a pretty solid burn matchup.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, better lucky than
Yeah,
good,
like,
guys.
now we get to play that tapped.
Play the lands.
Oh
Play the
no!
lands.
No! Damn it! I'm sorry.
Oh, I was muted. Shoot, I was saying that. That's all right.
Oh no!
All right.
For some reason, I
less
thought
than ideal.
that I played a land already.
As Grimflare would say, that was a bruh moment.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
For a moment.
I think this is okay.
Yeah, Chandra's good.
Yeah.
Not as good as Glorybringer.
Oh.
You aren't wrong. You aren't wrong.
Did you guys hear that?
My
You know,
mic is
like maybe
muted.
Glorybringer would be good next turn, like where they play an Eidolon or something.
Nope.
Yeah, we gotta let them play into the glory, man. The glory be.
They played
What do you-
Eidolon. They played Eidolon.
This did
I
they
wanted that tap sprawl.
Main deck
Oh, yeah, we can
Skullcrack?
cast it. My bad.
Yeah, it's like 3 Skullcrack main deck's pretty stock. Did the opponent keep 7 with this hand?
Yeah.
Assuming they're Boros Burn.
Do I
Keeping
attack
like,
here?
Keeping 7.
I don't think I attack here.
No, you hang back. Keeping 7 without a white source or a creature is kind of crazy to me.
Why would they play Islet in Boros?
We might be dead.
Like if they're already playing
Hit the
for
one
the.
Yeah, Sunbaked Canyons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when I like in my Boros Burn list, I wanted 5 Canopy Lambs.
Yeah, fair.
So shock that in.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, not legal play either.
Attack with the Glorybringer and the Seasoned Pyromancer.
Yeah.
Leave behind Arbor Elf for blocking duty.
I think.
Alright, plus Chandra for mana, by the way.
Yep. They completely blank.
Boros Charm.
This is some Canyon.
Called it.
Alright.
So, Baloth, Finks. Is there a world we set in Cindervines?
No.
Like just
Well-
for Eidolon?
Okay, so if we take out stuff that we don't like and there's room, Cindervines is okay because like it can answer Cindervine, it can answer Eidolon without taking damage from it. But
Also, they just keep shooting themselves, which can help our clock.
I think Garruk and QB both might be better than at least one Chandra, possibly both.
Yeah, I get behind that.
buy into that.
Anything else? I mean,
Pillages. I mean, I would run Blood Moons over Pillages.
I actually kind of like Chandra because if we can go a turn 3 Chandra into a turn 4 Wurmcoil, that's not awful.
Yeah, we do have that consideration.
Maybe trim. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're probably right. That requires a lot of stuff to go right.
Like, we don't necessarily need Blood Moon, like, or, you know, you could trim at it.
I trimmed. I trimmed 2 Magus, so we currently.
Yeah,
have
I
2
just mean
moons.
like the other, like I don't know, you could still trim more if you wanted to find room for Chandra or Cindervines.
I think 2 Blood Moon is fine. Like, you don't want the full 4, but like locking them out of 7
Canopy
to 8
lands
spells is decent.
Locking them out of Canopy lands and white sources is actually relevant.
It's good.
I think I like this.
I'm just thinking before I submit. Yeah, I don't hate anything here, so. Yep. Well, potentially a turn 2 Finks.
I think we gotta throw this back.
Yeah.
All right. So we can kill their turn 1 play.
Yeah. Do we throw
is fine.
back a Bloodbraid? I assume we do, or a Mountain.
Yeah, I think we throw back Bloodbraid. All the stuff that we really want costs mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably have enough gas
Yeah, and then here I think we do.
for a few turns.
I think do we Utopia Sprawl on green.
Yeah. On to 5. That's really good for us.
That is good. I would
like,
love
definitely
to.
need the critical mass of cards in order to win.
I would love to Bloodbraid into Finks on turn 3.
7-card combo deck. You know how they have to roll.
Yep.
So are we naming green for Finks?
Yeah, we're naming green for Finks, Baloth,
Cool.
and QB. We have 2 red sources in
Yeah,
hand,
true.
so
Lots of double green this time around.
sure.
So I'll just play out the Bonecrusher.
Yep.
Or the Finks we're gonna draw? Question mark.
Nope. So just Bonecrusher here, I assume?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. If they target it, they take 2. It's not the worst.
I think it was not the worst to at least consider, like, this is specifically kind of bad against Searing Blaze.
That's
Whereas
true.
if they don't have a threat, we can just go 5 to the dome and then untap. But
It mull to 5 though, you know, so
yeah,
it's like a little bit less likely that they
very
have
much
something
so.
really good like that, like ready.
Yeah.
Although clearly they had it, so you know it was wrong.
Yep. Alright, Finks off the Bloodbraid. Let's go. Alright.
Not the worst.
It's not bad.
Would have
Yeah.
been a good spot for like a Weather the Storm.
Yeah.
True.
Do we
Now
put
the
that
Wooded Foothills is a painless land. That's kind of cool.
That's true. We still have our double green.
True.
Sure. Nice.
Not bad.
Alright.
Thanks. Ah, son of a gun.
Ooh. Doesn't
Alright,
want to
not-
see what we can cascade into.
Not Finks.
Alright.
Sure.
That was aggressive.
Yeah, that was interesting at the right end.
Well, they must not have anything else in hand then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
We have,
a split second life gain spell?
No. The white split second is
Yeah, Angel's Grace.
that is one. There's another one.
Oh, okay.
One or
We have
the
them.
green
Just
one.
dead.
Well, they are dead on board, yeah.
Feels good.
Cool. Run it back.
On the draw, I think on the draw, Braid might get better than Blood Moon.
Yeah, I could see that. Would
Yeah, I like those cuts.
how about? So no room for Cindervines, even on the play. Yeah, I mean I don't mind it.
I think Cindervines might get better than Blood Moon on the play.
Or on the draw.
Like, I think the chance of cheesing him out of like their 1 or 2 white spells in hand is a lot less likely.
To them that we left some in.
Yeah.
So like, maybe they just like aggressively try to get them out of hand, and
Yeah.
doesn't end up working out for that reason.
Like maybe instead of a turn 2 Eidolon, they go for a turn 2 Boros Charm or something.
That's true. All right. So what do you think of this configuration, gentlemen?
I like it.
Seems really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great.
Let's go turn 3 Wurmcoil Engine.
Heck yeah! I don't think we lose if that's the case.
Oh, and turn 4 like connect for damage.
Yes.
All right, let's go turn 1 Arbor Elf into turn 2 Sphinx. Okay. Like this hand is pretty bad, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, we don't have 2.
Not into it.
Yeah, we don't have 2 red sources.
Oh God.
This hand is a
Ooh.
lot worse. Oh boy.
This hand's perfect. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
This is it. This is our keep.
Yeah, this is our keep for sure. Bottom 2 lands.
Yep.
Yeah. Just. Yeah.
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 So we can go turn 1 Arbor Elf, turn 2 tap Stomping Ground, and have Stomp up.
Potentially.
True.
If
It's a
if the
flavor
Arbor,
win, if nothing else.
if Arbor Elf lives. All right, Goblin Guy, give us a land.
It's to say, like we still haven't seen a creature from them like in 2 games.
Creatureless Burn. The classic.
This is really bad against Searing Blaze, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Also had both like on turn 2 both games.
Yeah. Okay, no
All
Searing
right.
Blaze.
Go wide is pretty good here.
They just have a bolt
And-
instead.
And they both the elf. Yeah.
Yeah, the shock
Dang.
and Stomping Ground, that don't feel good.
Proud or Swift Spear is more important to kill, right?
Yes,
Than Goblin Guy.
100%. I have to shock this in, unfortunately.
That sucks, but
Just do it right now.
So next turn,
let's see some love from off the top.
Right.
Goblin Guide.
give us
Let's
a
see
way.
a Forest.
well, that's
Ooh,
good
that's a
for
good
us.
one for their turn. Holy cow.
Interesting.
Okay, that's not bad.
Interesting.
Land. No. Oh no.
Oh,
Like
man.
that.
Oh no.
Now they're scared. Like they don't even know. Jeez.
That's not good. I think we lost this one.
I still think bottoming 2 lands at the beginning was probably right.
Maybe we should have bottomed a high cost spell. I don't know.
What were the spells in our opener?
Arbor Elf and Garruk, and that was it.
Arbor Elf, Garruk, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I think bottoming the land.
Oh,
was
and
correct.
Bonecrusher.
Oh, yeah.
Like we went to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we got to take some high upside plays.
Yep.
Also, just taking the damage off the fetch lens would have been bad too.
Very true.
I think we're just dead.
I wish you guys
We are
would.
locked out.
Turn is the dead. Yeah.
Yep. Dang.
Yep. We're just dead.
That will do it.
Dang, he's not ready to go out.
We're so strong. So strong in our first 2 games.
You stopped calling the good call.
Yeah,
Good
right?
shot at the top.
It's my
Yeah.
fault. My fault, guys. I'm sorry.
So true.
I gave Moto a win, and then it just came back to slap me, I guess. Oh wells. Oh wells. Well, let's 3-2 and cash out this league, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, Mono Blue Tron, let's go.
We're gonna play against Dice Factory.
Yeah!
We are pretty good against Dice Factory.
What is the most emo deck?
Yeah, I was about to say emo 1987 sounds like vampires. Here we go. It sounds like an AOL screen name from the mid 90s. AOL Instant Messenger.
So
emo 1987.
I was gonna say we have a turn 2 pillage, but I don't think it's good enough. Oh, we still don't have.
Also not great. We are on the draw.
We are on the draw.
So for that opening 7, was the turn 2 Magus just not good enough?
We had 2 Stomping
Grounds.
Grounds. Yeah, we had 2 Stomping Grounds.
True.
Yeah.
So if we were to theoretically keep this hand, because our opponent started with 7, do I just bottom the Glorybringer?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we keep this though?
I mean, if we knew we were drawing lands, this hand would be dope. But
yeah, this hand would be amazing.
A lot of our a lot of our lands are red sources at least.
True.
Like if we just hit another land, almost our whole hand is castable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see keeping this. I could see mulliganing it. I think I would mull it. So I think we have 5-card hands that if we have a turn 2 Blood Moon or something, that's good enough against a lot of decks. I don't know.
All right, I'll mull it. Okay.
This hand is incredible.
Yeah,
Wow.
this hand's great. So what do I bottom?
If you bottom Bloodbraid Elf and Lightning Bolt, we have possibility for a turn 3 Wurmcoil Engine, barring no disruption. But I don't think that's right. So I think we have to discard Wurmcoil.
Yeah. So we
Wurmcoil Bolt. Wurmcoil Bolt, I assume.
Yeah, Wurmcoil Bolt, I think.
All right.
Spicy line though.
We've assembled Tron.
So let's hope they're Tron.
Oh, this is Prowess. Oh no!
Sure.
I think that's the most emo deck. I'm not convinced.
Yeah. I agree.
Zoom in on Soulscar. What's his hairstyle look like?
He's kind of a good Relic look, doesn't he?
Little.
Yeah, he's got a emo look.
Yeah.
It's just Arbor Elf pass.
Yeah.
Is it or is it Sprawl? Because they're gonna kill the Arbor Elf.
I think it's okay to do this because we don't have a turn 2 play anyway.
Yeah, we have.
To go for high upside.
I'm just thinking if we draw one, but yeah.
Hopefully
I'm cool
they just Sprite Dragon, attack, and pass. That's what we hope.
Right.
Or Manamorphose. Okay.
Lava Dart. Dang it, I shouldn't have said it. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't going to be Lava Dart, it's going to be Gut Shot.
It's your fault.
It is my fault. You can blame me on this one, guys. I think maybe the most emo deck 8-rack because it's got torture in it and stuff like that.
Probably.
That's a really good call. That might be.
That might be it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Death Shadow.
Death Shadow could be. I get a little emo on it.
I think I play the Utopia
a lot of
Sprawl
pain
and then
involved.
just sack this and get a tap land.
Sure.
Yeah, trying to play around the light up. I mean, you can just do it end of turn.
Yeah, end of turn.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, if they have light up, they're gonna hit us anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Fair.
I'm bluffing Veil of Summer.
Got it.
Always.
Oh, they're playing Misty Rainforest. That's kind of interesting.
That is
Playing
interesting.
mismatched Steam vents.
Oh, they are.
Really?
Yeah.
Scumbags.
So you
Misty
want to?
Rainforest is just interesting because they don't play any basic islands.
Yeah.
And so Misty Rainforest can only grab Steam Vents, and there's a chance they only have 2 Steam Vents in the deck, but they're probably about to prove me wrong here.
Gets basic.
Have an island?
But yeah, at least the list that I've
Ah!
seen.
Just if they have, maybe they're. Yeah, that's weird though.
That's
They
interesting.
like Delver and stuff too. I don't know.
Oh, kill.
man.
Oh.
Whoa.
GG's, bro.
All right. This is where I really wish we'd anger the gods.
Yeah, for real.
It's very scary.
Much scary. Such wow. Come on.
Cascade into Seasoned Pyromancer.
That would be amazing. Alright. And, okay. So... Red. Come on, let's go. Magus? I guess it's a blocker. Costs him off of double blue spells, I suppose.
Yep.
Why, yeah. Yeah, I don't attack here, unfortunately. So Magus blocked the Kiln Fiend, Bloodbraid blocked the Soul Scar, I assume? If they don't kill anything?
Yes, I like that.
Well, they can't trample it up. That's nice. They can double Stone Rain themselves to keep their stuff alive if they don't have anything in hand. Not that that's huge for them. And we still get the Kiln Fiend, so that's nice. Okay. Okay, Lava Darting Face. What's our best draw? Wurmcoil Engine? I would assume.
Pretty decent for sure.
Yeah.
Are they gonna double Stone Rain is the question.
For them to dart us again so they don't lose, like they don't trade their Soul Scar.
That's what I'm thinking.
Teamer Battle Rage.
That
No,
would make...
don't say it. I wasn't saying it.
Nice. Be exciting.
Okay, going face.
Huh. Then we got one card left in hand?
One in hand, yeah.
Alright, Wurmcoil off the top. Let's go.
Come on, Wurmcoil.
Easy game. Wurmcoil.
Wurmcoil? Nope.
Oh, that's like
I
almost
was like,
Wurmcoil.
I was about to say that was pretty close. It's like second best after Wurmcoil.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is there a world where they
Faint.
just draw a land, they just have a land in hand, and we somehow win? I don't know.
I seriously doubt that.
It felt pretty hopeless.
Come on, mister. I always play it out.
Wow! Wow!
Alright. I think we don't want any Blood Moons.
No.
Yeah, Blood Moons and Pillages are all bad.
I think Reed Duke would be very disappointed in you,
I
TBH.
think we probably played out Bonecrusher.
I'm okay with that.
Fair enough.
So what else do we have? Yeah, like a Braid, probably.
Braid kills
like Questing
things.
Beast and Garruk. Maybe not Garruk. I don't know.
Yeah, I think both of those are viable. Once again, maybe more viable than Chandra. I mean, it depends on... We
Yeah.
didn't see their top end. We didn't see their exact configuration
No.
between Reveler, Stormwing Entity, and Sprite. So it's a little hard to say what's optimal. Relic or 2 is probably a fine hedge against almost any Prowess build. We might not need all 3, but they might be good enough to play anyway.
I have no knowledge of Prowess, so you guys are taking the wheel on this one.
All right. This is probably a matchup where we side out an Arbor Elf, if there ever was one, right?
I
I
can
don't know.
agree to
I
that.
honestly kind of like leaving Arbor Elf in because they're forced to point burn at it.
Yeah, that's fair, especially against Blue Prowess, where they have fewer burn spells to go around. So I can accept that.
But like in
I
that
can see it
tier-
being one Chandra.
Yeah, at least one Chandra.
Okay.
Glorybringer maybe.
Trim a
Yeah,
glory.
maybe.
Just like try to lower the curve. Glorybringer is really good, but just try to.
I think I rate Glorybringer more highly than Chandra myself, but that's a borderline
Yeah.
one.
Well, we still have to
just
trim one card,
Still has to be
so
another thing.
we can trim the other. We can cut the Chandras entirely.
Yeah, I think so.
Is there any of
Well,
our
so
3
is
drops?
Chandra better or worse than Garruk? Well, you brought in a Garruk here.
Garruk does 0 to kill things. Chandra also
Probably
just
not.
kills. Yeah, I think Chandra's a little better than Garruk, as much as I love Garruk.
Yeah. And then
Garruk does
we
make
need
bodies.
Cindervines, but it's like sort of has text, you know, like it
Yeah.
pings them a lot probably.
So one thing we do have to remember is Garruk does make bodies to block, so that's relevant.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like, but you know, these are all edge case decisions, frankly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm
Chandra
yeah,
does
whatever.
help us get to Wurmcoil, but what do you guys think?
Is Glorybringer better than Chandra, or is Chandra better?
Glory.
I think Glorybringer's probably
So
better.
that we could like bring in that other glory, just like if you think like we can afford the
No.
Hurricane a little higher.
We'll do it for game 3. Ran out of time.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
Ooh.
This is so bad.
One Utopia Sprawl over any of those spells in his hand is dope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I
It's
mean,
not amazing.
I would love to do a turn 2 Klothys, but yeah. So bottom of land, probably the Stomping Ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not amazing, but
We
if we
hopefully
draw into like the right things, it's alright.
yeah. This isn't awful, but
Yeah, it's
I would have.
we're saved by being on the play of the hand like this for sure.
Yeah, I would have loved to turn 2 Klothys. That would have been so much better.
Yeah, I will say
Yep.
turn 2 Klothys is, I don't know. I honestly rated like okay against these Prowess decks.
I
Just
would
so
have.
They do have the ability to go so far over the top of like 4 to 6 life gain.
I would love to have it be a turn 2 Finks into a turn 3 Baloth. That would have been amazing, but you know.
And that first hand, like one Utopia Sprawl makes that hand just insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delta? What the heck? Are they playing Legacy Delver over here?
I think they're
Jeez.
running any blue fetch.
Playing Legacy Delver, that's what they're doing.
Does Legacy Delver play Swift Spear?
No, Legacy Delver, it plays 2 Flooded Strands, 2 Misties, 2 Scalding Tarns, and like 2 other fetches. But it plays like 2 of every fetch instead of like 4 and 4. It's weird.
Let's
Gotcha.
be prepared to consider cracking Relic on their end step, depending on what happens here.
Fair.
I think I'm kind of about that, honestly.
Light up.
Oh, I like the Wooded Foothills.
Oh, thanks. So they're promos.
Yeah.
Alright, 2 Uncastables, 2 Bedlam Revelers.
Oh no.
Oh, whoa.
Ah.
I think that's just their best cards in their deck, but you know.
Yeah, or just like
Never
the
lucky.
best things they could have. So I think we do kind of want to pop it here, just looking for more stuff to do.
I'd love
I agree.
yeah. Oh, okay.
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 That is something to do.
That is very much something to do.
Okay.
Yeah,
We got
next turn
this.
we can. Yeah, next turn we can both,
Second
both
forest?
Klothys and Lightning Bolt.
So do we
Forest here for sure.
yeah, Forest?
Yeah. So we can have double red with fetching a mountain next turn. Yeah, the next turn Klothys and Lightning Bolt seems okay.
Yep. Hopefully we can bolt the Stormwing. Like I don't think it'll be It'll be risky, but I don't think it's the worst idea.
Fjord's not here, but just on his behalf, the opponent could time out, lose connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could time out.
That'd be
Forget
amazing.
about their exile zone. We got a lot of us.
Bolt the
That
wrong
is true.
creature.
Yeah, true.
They're bolting the Finks. I'm okay with that. I am very okay with that.
Yeah, they just gotta chew through it.
Yeah,
Yep.
they just gotta do that.
And then I
If
think
they
next
want
turn we
to
do go for the high upside of bolting bolting the Stormwing, hoping they don't have like a Phyrexian something.
Yep.
Mm.
I don't block here, do I? Or do I block?
Well, I guess like they're pretty locked into playing the Stormwing out, so like
Yeah,
it's only going to be like you might be able to save more damage with it later, and you're still at 20.
That's
like,
fair.
It might be reasonable not to block.
That's fair.
Agree with that.
Okay. I'll just not block then.
I did that.
Also, if they had a gut shot, they probably just gut shot the Finks and
Oh.
get in for 6.
Yeah,
that too.
that's very true.
So I think our bolt's going to be safe.
Yep.
We're going to stick Klothys, have a chump blocker next turn, and, you know, maybe be in it.
Somewhat commanding position.
Yeah.
We're gonna draw another Finks. We're gonna bolt their Stormwing, and they don't have any fresh mana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 cards on top.
Top.
Up top even.
Alright, so now do we lead on bolt with the intention of bolting it down again if they have Phyrexian spell?
That's what I like.
Yeah, I like leading on
Yeah,
bolt.
no reason
I don't-
not
I
to.
don't- Yeah.
We're in
I don't-
bad shape if they had it, but still the correct sequencing.
They have it too. See if it's gut shot. It does.
That's
Wow. Okay.
That's very strange.
I stand corrected.
So now we
Do-
respawn with another bolt.
Yeah.
They gut shot the our face.
Oh, they got shot at us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's very strange.
Yeah. Hey, maybe they have Lava Dart in hand or something. But
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that, cause we.
Yeah, I would prefer to get a Klothys down, obviously, but like
Yeah.
they
we
had
can't.
to spend a spell not on their turn.
Yeah. I think they just wanted to keep the Stormwing alive, and their reasoning was most likely, okay, we're going. I
The
need to
Lava
keep
Dart.
this. Yeah, I need to
Hey.
keep this alive.
hey, one of my calls is correct. Got him.
So I think next turn we're probably gonna be priced into Bloodbraid Elf instead of Klothys.
It's
Yeah.
looking that way.
I mean, Obstinate Baloth is a great draw.
That would be a pretty cool draw.
That's our best draw, other than maybe Garruk. Garruk might be a good draw too, but okay. Or we're dead. Or we're dead.
We might be dead.
Very.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have Garruk. We have.
Yeah, we didn't have him.
Yeah.
So 3, 6, 7, 8,
Just gotta.
9, 10, 11. We have 11 damage with what we're looking at right now. Or they have 11 damage, rather. So I need... Okay.
All right, Bloodbraid into Finks or draw Baloth. That's,
Post-combat.
We
draw,
are
despite-
representing Weather the Storm. Maybe that stopped them from shoving all in there.
Oh, good point.
Fair assessment.
All right, I think we're priced in a Bloodbraid. Do you guys agree?
Certainly.
100%. I mean, we're dead on board. Right? Lava Dart. Wait, one... Oh, no,
One shy, but yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah. We didn't win the flip. I
No, we
would
did
say.
not. Do I just fetch?
Save life.
Do-
If you crack
Yeah.
it now.
If you crack it right now, they're probably doing this on their turn and losing 2 damage to the prowess.
Yeah.
Yep.
If they even do it at all. Might just value the mountain.
All right. Oh, okay. All right.
Value the mountain. That's pretty scary for us, honestly.
Yeah,
it
I think
does.
that means we're dead. but the Fjord would say maybe they missed it, and maybe
Yeah, I
they
mean,
have
they're in
Maybe
land.
they F6 through their turn.
Didn't pay their internet bill? I don't know. Like, we have out.
Maybe there's a storm.
Who knows? 1 second.
Didn't
I'm-
hear it.
I think we're just gonna
This is a
F6.
reasonable out.
Yeah, we're not dead here.
Block with the Bloodbraid now. Oh.
I know.
Well,
Alright.
I said it was a swingy match when we lost, I guess, round 3, game 2 against the Mirror. Turned into a swingy league. That was the turning point of the league. I mean, that's kind of what you sign up for to some degree with the deck, but yeah. Man, that was intense. I still had a ton of fun, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it was really cool.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the list that we want to look at before, in the wake of all that?
Our the pro-life, the pro-red creatures getting killed by Garruk come up, which was kind of sad.
Yeah, and also sad to not cast Wurmcoil. The Spice
Yeah.
didn't really
Seriously.
take center stage at all, but were we punished at all for being on a higher land count than is stuck? I
We were
mean,
punished for Arbor Elf having 1 toughness a lot.
that was definitely real bad. Yeah, I don't think we flooded unduly. Our losses were more to mulling than flooding for the most part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did some pretty bad mulligans.
Yeah. There was that very
Seemed
that
like,
was that
a
one
lot of
moment,
hands looked like they didn't have enough lands.
game 3 against the Mirror. We did draw 2 lands when they drew gas, but I don't know.
Yes.
It was.
Oh,
But
sure.
it's hard to say though that was for sure flooding because it was just drawing 2 lands, which happens in any deck, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if the 20 versus 22 would have made a big difference. Maybe it would have.
Yeah.
I think the only time that we really had a land problem was the time in the Mirror, and then the lands in the very end of the league. I think it was the last game. So sorry, I went through the blocks there, guys. I meant to block, but my girlfriend was calling me, and I was just scrambling.
We were
and
just dead
accidentally-
anyway. I don't remember.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they had two
Just
power
for the
creatures.
moral, whatever
Yeah.
whatever the argument is.
Yeah.
I mean, we did see a number of low land hands too. I know we threw back at least 1 no lander. We threw back quite a number of 1 landers that just didn't do anything.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We didn't get punished for 22. In fact, it probably helped us a lot more than it hurt us.
There were a lot of what looked like reasonable hands that didn't ramp on turn 1, and that kind of sucked. So sometimes it was missing the land, sometimes it was missing the ramp.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a little awkward. I think the 9th accelerant might be somewhere we want to be, but
I'm kind of liking either the 9th Accelerant or some 2-drops. Maybe I played in my leagues the other day, 1 Ren, 1 Scoos. Something like that can help you bridge the gaps. If you mulled a 6 and it's a reasonable no accelerant hand, those cards can be really good.
Is there any other card draw that we could consider playing?
not
There's
really.
Mainline Tome that some people have been talking up. I haven't tested it yet. I agree that's a little dirtily, but in that role, kind of the Ren role, if you will, it seems testable.
That's true.
This card I'm thinking of that's 2 mana. It's a red instant, and it you can discard a card and draw 2. It'd be another a 5th copy of Pyromancer.
Yeah.
Cathartic Reunion?
No, it's newer than that. Sorry. What's it called?
We can splash black for Dark Confident and then some discard.
And then hold on, and then we can splash more black for Liliana the Veil, and maybe Kolagon's Command.
Dude, that sounds like a good deck.
Black.
We would play some Tarmogoyfs. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we
Black
play
Gruul.
play some Tarmogoyfs.
Maybe we cut our Blood Moons and our Pillages.
Yeah.
Well,
that
we
one.
have to.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I have something like this, guys. Something like
he
this?
already brewed it.
Yeah, got
Oh.
it. There we go. Got it.
Wow, I bet that deck never loses to combo.
Right?
That seems so good.
There we go.
Oh, I like the name.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
really smart guy gave it to me.
Notice that. Good looking too, probably.
Probably. I've never seen him before.
Humble. You know.
An honest, humble, good-looking man.
I think Maze Mind Tome. So I think that it's not where this deck wants to be. but I'm probably gonna playtest it because it seems
I am
interesting.
too.
Yeah, like
I am too.
some sort of card selection, even with the Seasoned Pyromancer, could be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. My first thought was the same, Mugernaut. I said, okay, I think the card is generically good, but probably not where we want to be. But I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of surprises us.
Yeah.
The selection, it does turn into gold kind of at the end of the rainbow, if you will.
Especially against
the
like
life
Burn.
and the draw. Like
Yeah.
it kind of. On the other hand, another way to look at it kind of does everything we want to do. It's just slow. So.
Yeah, it just
Who
doesn't.
knows?
It doesn't ramp, which is really relevant.
Yeah.
It's not Mind Stone, but I think
mean,
it's a
it
good
wouldn't-
selection.
No.
It's not Mind Stone, but it has replaced Mind Stone in the decks that used to play Mind Stone, my understanding anyway. So that's kind of like an interesting way to look at it. Obviously, not the directly.
Possibility.
It also wouldn't be replacing a ramp slot for us. It'd be replacing like Bonecrusher Giant or something like that.
Giant's
Yeah.
just so good in this deck. It's
Yeah,
so
you really
good.
like Bonecrusher Giant.
It is. I just get the feeling this archetype is still unsolved. Like,
Yeah. For sure.
which is scary, but also awesome. The final thing I do want to mention is that, like, we saw Finks a good amount today, or at least some of the time. I'm still a little skeptical of it, frankly.
Thanks.
Like, I just
Really?
wonder if we need to play something higher upside with a higher ceiling. I wonder. I'm not saying we do. I'm just wondering.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think theoretically and structurally, Finks is the best fit for the deck, but doesn't mean it's necessarily the best. Sorry, I cut somebody off.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, how many times this league were we like sitting there going, okay, let's Bloodbraid Elf into Finks, or like let's just draw Finks.
Yeah, draw Finks.
That's true. Yeah.
Draw Bloodbraid into Finks. How do we?
But I don't know. Like you definitely could be right.
The one thing that I've actually been kind of unimpressed with is Baloth. Like he seems like in the matchups that he's good, he's kind of okay, but like he just seems too slow for what we need him for, which is usually the
Right,
life
yeah.
gain.
Oh man, I love Baloth.
Granted, we didn't like see him against Liliana the Veil. We played against Rock that one time. I'm sure if we drew him against Liliana the Veil and he plussed her, and we just got a free 4/4, that would have been amazing. But I don't know if it's where we want to be.
No.
Yeah, I'm
there.
kind of in the same boat, and I'm almost thinking that, like, the problem is you have a card like Veil of Summer that can flex into a couple different matchups and has a really high ceiling, but structurally is it the best fit with the deck? Maybe not. So you end up kind of playing Baloth for the black matchups and whatever you play for blue. Some people play Choke, we're not today. But I'm almost wondering if we do want to go back to some of the generalists like Veil of Summer and then play 7 to 8 life gain and or anti-aggro spells. It sounds like a lot, but I've been unable to nail down the sideboard here and feel like, yes, this is perfect. And I almost wonder if we want to overload on something like that.
So,
because in every other matchup, we don't want to overboard, but against those aggressive decks, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Abrade having 4 cards that deal with artifacts and so I think the Abrade was a little I don't know one match that it was good in that we played against. And honestly, Cindervines just kind of I guess it was okay against Prowess maybe or Burn. But did we even cite an Abrade against Prowess and Burn? I don't think we did. We might have
we
Prowess. I think we discussed it.
Prowess. I think we maybe did on the draw against Burn, not the play, something like that.
Yeah.
That could be wrong.
Yeah.
I think having no anger and also no supplementary low curve spot removal is probably wrong, but maybe that's a BGX bias.
No, I agree. I was saying we really need to be able to deal with those aggro matchups. So maybe if we sided out Garruk was our spicy one of. I like that we tried it, but he's probably not going to stay. So I would say take out Garruk and Abrade and put in 2 angers, and then just deal with the consequences.
All right, well, I'm just going to get off the call if you're cutting Garruk. So, see you later. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Just make your own debut.
Yeah, anger is another kind of unsolved question. It shores up a lot of what the sideboard otherwise kind of lacks, but it's very non-Bowie too. Unsolved archetype, that's what I think we're looking at.
That's very
you
true.
Could consider the Dragon's Claws from the start of the video as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lots of options.
Dragon's Claw is pretty good.
We do play a lot of red spells, and
we'd be bringing against...
Dragon's Claw doesn't exile all our Seasoned Pyromancers and stuff.
Yeah. So that is definitely it. So, well, I'm gonna Dragon's Clowns.
Dragon's Clowns.
I'm gonna stop streaming and recording. So
cool. Hey,
right,
thank
guys.
you so much.
And there you have it, my friends. Was it the greatest result ever? By no means. Was it a really fun league? Why, yes. Yes, it was. There is not an enormous amount to say here. By way of wrap-up, simply because you all saw what happened. We saw the terrible, perilous heights that Gruul can reach in the first half of the league, where we just kind of flattened the opponents without them having too much of a say in what went on. And then we saw things kind of fall to pieces in the latter half of the league. You know, we still had some good moments, and we still had some interesting spots, but overall, we just were not given enough to work with that we could get over the line against what became, you know, a tougher grouping of matchups near the end of the league. So, not a great deal we can necessarily read into that, like, broadly. I think that is part of Gruul's kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? That's kind of what you sign up for with this deck, right? When you're running really hot, very few decks can hang with you, but it does have a higher fail rate perhaps than most mid-range decks, because you do have the need to mulligan more aggressively than other decks do to leverage the structure of the deck with these accelerants, and you also therefore have an unusually high bad top deck count, basically, between the normal wrong half of the deck or unnecessary land, but then you add 8 accelerants to that. You can also consider Bloodbraid Elf, even though she's very, very strong, and this doesn't necessarily make her weaker, but, you know, she can cascade into an Elf or a Sprawl instead of your Pillages and Spyros and Klothys, right? So anyway, you guys get it, and again, I think to some degree that is just what you sign up for, but the deck's extremely powerful, and if you get on even a little bit of a hot streak, it can be very, very hard to stop. One thing I'd like to say that we didn't, I believe, really cover in the intro, although I'm splicing all this together without having fully watched it back yet, I don't think we talked about why Garruk Relentless is floating around in our minds. This is a card that I actually, when I was first testing the deck, I was like, you know, we have a low-key problem with protection from red creatures, so I was thinking, well, short of splashing black for Dismember, and even that is not great because it doesn't deal with arguably the most common pro-red creature, Auric Champion. What can we do in green to beat pro-red creatures? And of course I thought of Beast Within, and I guess that's fine. It's not really on plan. Maybe if we were like a old school Ponza deck, it would be more on plan because you could just point it at a land, right? And we're already wanting to do that as much as possible. But these days it's a value negative trade most of the time. Didn't really get thrilled by the idea of Beast Within, even though it wasn't out to those things. But then I remembered that this guy exists, Garruk Relentless, and he is a way in green to kill pro-red creatures as long as they are small, which they all are if they're seeing play in Modern. And as just like a supplementary, you know, grindy card, a supplementary removal spell, kind of, you know, in some ways the equivalent of playing a third Bonecrusher Giant in the side is maybe the closest comparison. I think Garruk is really, really cool, and that's why, even though we didn't really use him today, that's why he's floating around in both my list as well as the list that we played today. So there you go, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this one. We will be playing this deck more on the channel, no question about it. I'll be playing it myself some more, and I'll bring you some of that content here on YouTube. Maybe we'll do more Discord leagues with it in the future as well. I personally am absorbing all data points related to this deck, so leave your hot takes below, leave your pros and cons for various choices, leave your full list if you want. I would love to see it. I'm sure many viewers and readers would love to as well. Thank you so much to Deathrite Confidant, aka James, of thedarkconfidant.com for your generous support, for funding this donation league, and for piloting it very well. I had a great time here. I hope you did too, James. I hope this was a fun one for you. And thank you to everybody who was on the call. It's a lot of the core crew and a couple new faces. I love seeing all of you, old and new. Definitely always look forward to these Discord leagues. They are among the highlights of my week, no doubt about it. And thank you to all Patreon supporters, including DeMarcus, Vesperalbat, and Chris Dollyrimple, our new and newly upgraded supporters. And finally, thank you, my friends, for watching. Don't know what video is coming out next, but please do hit that subscribe button if you have not already done so, and leave a thumbs up if you liked this content. Everybody out there, good luck in your games, good luck in your life, and I will see you for the next video.